check. Yep, we should be good. We are live. Um, hello everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of EC Plays. I am Nick, and joining me is the cringe bearer herself, Bianca. Bianca?
Yes.
Yes, I was introducing you.
Oh, I guess you didn't hear me. I said hello.
Yes, she is living up to her name. She is cringe and personified.
Whoa.
Alright, and then next we have the stalwart himself, the man for whom doom is eternal. Back from his hellish vacation, we have Luxburg. How you doing, buddy?
Much better evaluated now. Got to edit today and draw as well.
Good. So, Nyx and Woopa are running a little bit late, so they will be joining us later. And Nyx has promised the most grandest of entrance, so we shall hold her to that. But, before we start with our Pokemon journey, we do need to acknowledge, something real quick before we, get started, and I had the wrong window open. So, it is with a heavy heart to announce that Rachel Lillis, the Pokemon Misty and Jessie voice actor, has passed away at the age of 46. Obviously, we're playing Pokemon Silver, to say that her role was impactful upon my life would be an understatement. Misty was my childhood crush. I have never been shy to admit that. 10, 11-year-old me was always a fan of the tomboy Misty, and although I didn't know her name at the time, Rachel Lillis played the role dramatically. So I kind of wanted to go around and have Bianca and Lug kind of say a few words, and then we'll observe a moment of silence. Bianca,
Yes.
anything you want to say about Rachel Lillis, the Misty voice actress?
I didn't even know they were the same person.
It's almost like Bruce Wayne and Batman. But she passed away from cancer at 46, which is way too young to die.
Breast cancer, as you know, it's terrible. And she just got diagnosed.
Oh. Lug.
And
Oh, sorry,
didn't
go ahead.
no, you're good.
Alright.
As an auntie, actually I am an auntie now, but as somebody who has had a great auntie, uh, who was a double breast cancer survivor, but ended up to succumbing to some sort of blood cancer. I say F cancer.
Yes, F cancer, particularly the sensitive variety. Also, hey Hargar Bunny, thanks for getting a copy of Turn Samurai Big Trouble New Detroit on Amazon. I do appreciate it. We're just kind of going through this memorial thing, and then we're gonna play the game. It just feels appropriate. Lug, is there anything you want to say?
Well, I'm not super familiar with the whole mythos here, but I definitely relate to seeing this sort of thing happen to some of my favorite some beloved creators overseas, people like Kentaro Miura and
Mm-hmm.
Akira, of course.
Alright, so rest in peace, Rachel Lillis. You made my childhood special. You were a great voice actress, and you will be missed. And since we're past the 30-minute mark, I am going to go on a limb and say, fuck cancer. If that gets me demonetized, it will be a worthy... Like, if there's one reason to drop an F-bomb, that'll be it. And that's yeah. So we're gonna move on to the game, and yeah. So we have Pokemon Silver here, and Oh God, that was heavy. Bianca, can you read Johnny Ortiz's comment, please?
I'm not even on YouTube.
Yeah, on YouTube, please.
No, I said I'm not on YouTube.
Well, then get on YouTube.
You get on YouTube.
Get on my level.
Get on your own.
That's what I get for having Bianca in the stream.
Do not play HBO Max. Thank you.
Yes, play YouTube instead.
Play YouTube. Oh, well, actually, YouTube has games now.
They got games.
Oh, look at that. It recommended me your video.
Aww. Alright, but, yeah, what's Johnny saying? What's Johnny Boy saying?
So, my YouTube is doing this thing where, when I click on a live stream, the live comments don't automatically show for some reason. Yeah.
How dare they?
I hope it's not an Opera thing. Your comments will be read momentarily.
Yes. Alright, so, I can see them on the screen, but they're a little blurry, so I'm gonna
There we go.
Oh, okay, you got it?
Guys, after being fired from the karate school from that incident, I will now follow my dreams on teaching women breakdancing. My first student is some woman from Australia spending my rep and dollars.
So you're the reason breakdancing got removed from the Olympics. It's your fault, Johnny.
Breakdancing is in the Olympics?
It was.
Oh.
Lug, are you familiar with, like, that whole situation?
Is it that thing that's trending where this girl kind of looks like she's spazzing out or something like that?
Yeah. Oh God, why did I lead with a flying type? Oh, shoot. Oh,
Blame Johnny.
Yes, let's blame Johnny. It's always Johnny's fault. Always. So apparently the Aurora Borealis was visible in my area. I didn't go see it, but apparently it was. Yeah, so Hardcore Bunny's like, they needed a revamp. I think the problem, yeah, basically, Lorelei, the Elite Four member, she's an Ice Gym leader. She's got a killer lineup. But like a problem with a lot of these gym leaders early on in the early gens is lack of Pokemon. Like, for example, Morty, a ghost gym leader, has just like Ghastlies and Gengars, and they did add you added Misdreavus to this gen. Why did you not have Misdreavus be Morty's ace? I don't understand it.
Because reasons.
Screw your reasons. But yeah, like a Lapras and a Lynx would have helped a lot. Our Hardcore Bunny. One sec, I'm looking up Dewdong's. Dewdong. Sorry, I love saying the name. I'm looking up the weaknesses.
Cheater.
Oh, screw you.
He's a cheater.
A cheater! Alright, so electric fighting, like, yeah, so I'll stick with Tron. Yes, Gengar is indeed, dope. Yeah, sadly, the problem is, in this generation, Magnemite, or Magneton, doesn't really learn new steel moves. Yeah, was never really a fan of ice types. Alright, can you read the comments, please, Bianca?
Sure, sure.
Thank you.
Dang, this game needed to revamp the gym leaders even though Kanto has some killer teams. Seriously, Pryce needed a Lapras and a Jinx.
Yeah, I agree.
The Borealis are caused by chemicals in the snow that turn the Eskimos gay.
What? What the frick?
Because Gengar is dope.
Your turn.
Fire,
Like,
rock, fighting, steel.
okay. I have to do this. I have to do this. You're making the Polytoads gay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had to do that. All right, continue, please.
Fire, rock, fighting, and steel are all ice weaknesses. Ice is resistant only to itself. Ice is literally an ice cannon type. Whenever I use ice teams, I double up on snow and blizzards.
Yeah.
Johnny says, in a serious note, I got some recommendations on some obscure movies. Gentlemen, Bronco, Be Kind, Rewind, and a movie called Parental Adversary?
Advisory, I think.
Advisory, yeah. And Hardcore Bunny says, Ice is really underrated, Sweeper.
I don't know. I think it's maybe gotten better in more recent gens, but for the longest time it was bad. Alright, so the only reason I kept him out is to paralyze Peel Swine, so when I bring out... Alright. Oh! That makes me mad. Alright. Go, Mareep! God, I can't believe someone convinced me to name that. Alright, what's Nate saying?
Neo, the Matrix has you leave your comfy life and come eat sludge in a cave with us, Neo.
No. I want to play Pokemon. Alright. You know, the cold doesn't really bother him anyway. Oh, that always made me mad when the gym leaders use potions like that. Only I'm allowed to do that. Ah, I got a burn. Nice. Hey, Bianca, I just got a sick burn.
Ha ha ha.
Yes. Yes. Alright, I think we got this, guys. I think we got this.
Do you, though?
We do, actually.
No, me wanting everything to be hopeless didn't work.
No, I shall give you hope. I shall give you strength. Alright, what's Johnny saying? All I can see is the name Zeb Wells, and I'm already cringing. But Bianca, read the comment, please.
Hey guys, did you know Zeb Wells is going to move out of The Amazing Spider-Man on October?
To quote Spider-Man 3, good riddance. That man has done more to the Spider-Man mythos than Joe Quesada could ever dream of. Speaking of Spider-Man, I see that like the Volume 1 trade for Ultimate Spider-Man is dropping in September. I'm getting it. I've kind of been waiting for the trade for Volume 1 to drop. Because I wanted to kind of wait to read the whole thing. Because I missed out on the first issue. So, yeah, I'm kind of excited. Like, I've been hearing just nothing but good things from that Ultimate Spider-Man run. Alright. So we have defeated Pryce. And now we are heading... We are heading back. So, Lug, you were on vacation
Yes.
the past few weeks, right?
Yes.
Where did you go, sir?
Let's see from for a bit. I brought my microphone. Not sure how much that helped.
Fair. Alright, what's the angry gamer saying? Lug, can you do the honor, sir?
Please tell Nick to empty me soon.
Oh,
What?
God. Oh, God.
You wanted me to read that?
Yes?
Question mark?
Yes, all the question marks. It's cursing itself.
Just so everyone knows, I'm multitasking.
You are? Oh, really? What
Yes.
else are you multitasking with?
With?
Yes, what else are you multitasking? What are you doing?
I'm building a cabinet.
Oh, how industrious.
Mm-hmm. And I'm fixing it because apparently I put some things in the wrong way.
Oh, no.
Luckily, easy fix, easy fix.
Good, 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 good.
Now I can get rid of the one that almost hurt my dog.
Good riddance. You gonna go all Office Space on it?
Ah, no.
Ah.
Wait, where did I get all these extra screws from? Oh no.
Are you
Yeah, I
screwed?
remember.
Are you screwed?
I hope not. Oh, okay, I remember. I remember.
You remember?
Yes.
Alright, lock on. Let's see. I guess I'll get rid of, Oh, God. Thanks for stopping by, Angry Gamer. I'm not gonna finish the rest of your name. Always good to have visitors. Don't forget to bring your towel. But Lug, did you enjoy your vacation, sir?
Eh. I guess it was nice to take a step back and reevaluate what I'm doing, but then I just spent the last few days being like, I want to get home so I can get back and do this stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of the pain of being industrious. Is even when you are trying to like kick back and relax, you're just like, okay, I got this, and do. Like, oftentimes, even when I'm taking walks, in my head, I'm taking a mental inventory of like, all right, so there's this I need to do.
Yeah, I've started looking in. I've started looking into what else is in the toolkit for my editing software, and realized there's still so much stuff I haven't used yet. Like, I had no idea this masks feature was a thing.
Oh,
Or that
so you're
apparent.
saying you might be busting out some new techniques for the next trailer?
Probably. I'm testing out some stuff.
Because I don't know if you guys know, but Lug here edits my trailers. And speaking of Screecher the Noctowl, he might be starting on the third iteration of Screecher here in the next few weeks. Possibly.
Like, it even turns out I can just slap motion blur on, like, any image or footage now. That was just there the whole time, and I didn't know because it was obscured in such a weird, obtuse place.
Oh.
So I'm just looking through just general tutorials for Power Director and just see, like, what the heck else have I missed? I've been using this software for over 10 years, and there's stuff here I didn't notice.
Oh, wow. Alright. What's Hardcore Bunny saying?
Pokemon games, for a while, had a thing for labyrinth caves and pushing rock.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really glad for the milk tank quest. There's at least like a tree nearby that gives you a berry. So I don't know what our 6th Pokemon is gonna be. I'm not sure yet.
Be a rat. No.
I actually did have a Raticate for my yellow run, and I named it Courage. Oops. Alright, what's our Hardcore Bunny got for us?
Trouble?
I mean, always. It's
Ooh.
Hardcore Bunny.
Make it double.
I hope the next Pokemon game has a hard mode, like in Black and White.
I don't know. They're going in like the opposite direction, it seems. Alright, we're going to Cinnawood. Oh, it's basic. I have to warm up. Uh-oh. Japan's favorite Pokemon.
Ha.
Okay.
I'm going to use the restroom. Be right back.
Alright, hurry back.
You can't tell me what to do.
Do not use the bathroom.
Return.
Alright, cool. That was always allowed. So, I've played most generations. Obviously, Gen 1 and 2, I played a lot. From Gen 6 onwards, I've played them at least once. Gen 3, I've tried to make several runs and got somewhere. I did play the remakes of Mega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. But Gen 4 or 5, I don't really have much experience with. I tried to make a white run a couple times, didn't get too far. She's taking a woman. Oh god. Bunny. Let's see here. I played through a good portion of Soul Silver. That was an amazing game. But yeah, I need to play Platinum and White. do like proper runs of those. Look, can you read Hardcore Bunny's last 2 comments?
I played all generations eventually, and after Gold and Silver, it pissed me off. They only gave us like 1 region and a limited endgame. Also, no casinos.
I think Gen 2 had a casino. I mean, Gen 3 had a kind of casino thing. They actually got rid of it in the remake. I can't remember exactly when they got rid of the casino stuff, because I think Gen 4 had it. Can't remember exactly. Yeah, just right now I'm trying to think like what should be my last Pokemon. Like what do I need? What coverage do I need? Oh, what? I got the electric. I got the rock. Oh. Okay. Yeah, hardcore saying like after Gold and Silver, no casinos. I swear Gen 3 had a casino, but if you say so, I'll take your word for it, Bunny. But yeah, I would like eventually to play all the gens at least once. Yeah, there is kind of like this divide between like Gen 2 and Gen 3 because Gen 3 is like, it's either the best gen or the worst gen. Because a lot of people started with Gen 3, like that was their first gen. And obviously you all love your first. But the people who went from like Gen 1 and 2 to Gen 3, obviously they weren't as big of fans. Because Gen 3 did like take away a lot of stuff. So Lug, this is what they took away in Gen 3. They removed the night-day cycle. There's a lot of things they removed. You couldn't, with Gen 1 and 2, you could actually trade back and forth. You know, you can't do that. Like, there's no trading between Gen 2 and 3. Any videos you see online is basically just them hacking the Pokemon into the game. Yeah, that's what I thought, hardcore. Yeah, I always remember Pryce being a bit of a wall for me. Oh, I need to... Alright, that's better. So, Lug, what projects you got working on, sir?
Let's see. I'm drawing up a new design for some further streams. Other little short testing some new effects. Yeah, I've been doing these quite a bit, particularly like trying to connect some friends and colleagues. I figure, hey, if I'm testing out a bunch of these tools, might as well use it to bless someone else, give them some eyes, if possible, rather than just have just random abstract effects just sit on my hard drive that never get used for anything.
Oh jeez. Can you read Johnny's comment, please?
But yeah, like I'm.
Finish your sentence, then read Johnny's comment. Sorry.
But yeah, like I'm testing out this masks effect. It's like it's like some kind of advanced cropping where like you could take any picture, any video footage, and make the border in whatever shape you want. Like, oh, do you want this video clip to be in the shape of a star instead of a rectangle? You can do that. Do you want the edge to be soft, like all feathery and gradient-like?
Feathers?
Like have kind of a blur? Like, oh, you can do that.
Feathery,
I wish I'd known this sooner.
Feathery like an owl?
I mean, the effect seems to be referred to as feather. It's a sort of fade or gradient border.
Okay. So, what's Johnny saying? What's Johnny Boy saying?
Hey guys, one more obscure recommendation. A comic called Dylan Dog, an Italian horror mystery. It also had a movie adaptation called Cemetery Man. Also, Mike Mignola said it inspired him to make Hellboy.
Didn't Dylan Dog get an American movie called Dylan Dog Dead of Night with Brendan Ralph in it? Like, I remember seeing
Who knows?
Oh, no, Bianca's back. Crap.
I've been back for a while. I said, hey, I'm back.
I didn't hear you. You didn't speak up.
You guys are punks.
Don't you know, Bianca? Men love a woman who speaks their mind. So how goes that desk?
My cabinet.
How goes the cabinet?
Oh, that's what you meant. No, this is a drawer for clothes.
Oh. Alright.
I just didn't know what to call it. Shelf, cabinet, drawer. No matter what I put on Amazon, it gave me the same exact things.
It is a clothing receptacle.
Beautiful. I need to buy me bookends too.
Oh.
What I am very happy about for this display is that I didn't need to use a single screwdriver.
You
It
didn't?
just comes... No. It came with that... Oh shoot, what's it called? It came with screws and a thingy for you to twist on it.
A thingy? Oh my god, it came with a thingy.
I don't remember what it's called.
It's called a thingy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
So that made everything easy.
I never actually saw the movie, Johnny. I just remember seeing, like, advertisements for, like, Dylan Dog. I think it's called Dylan Dog Dead of Night. And it's Brandon Routh, the guy who played Superman, in it. So...
So funny how everybody knew him as Superman. I knew him as Ant-Man. Sorry. The Atom.
Oh, from the CW, yeah.
Yeah.
I love
And
how...
then everybody was like, oh man, he was Superman. And I was like, he was Superman?
I love when they did the Atom and Flash when they went on to the when the Atom and Felicity went on the Flash. They're like, "Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's my boyfriend." Like that was cool.
Oh. And I could have gotten that reference if I knew earlier.
Yeah.
Turds.
Mm-hmm.
My mother is calling. She is sweet.
So I could go back and cure Jasmine, but what I really want to do is...
Is it pure Jasmine?
Yes, I am a man. I will fix Jasmine. I can fix her. She's a perfect queen as she is. Actually, Jasmine's like one of the nicer characters. Alright, I'm going to sideline Woody for this one. So what's funny is, Gen 3 onward, this would be a double battle. It's just gonna... The way they had the trainers positioned, that would have been a double battle. Oh, it's Black Belt Yoshi! Hey, look, can you do me a favor?
What would that be?
Could you look up Noctowl's Gen 2 learn set? I want to see when it learns Confusion. Noctowl.
What?
Use a site called Pokemon DB. That's what I use.
I don't know what I'm looking for.
I'll look it up on my phone. It's fine. I was already...
You were useless today.
Alright. Ooh.
Heaven is done!
2. Oh, Glue's going Confusion at 41. I am screwed. Oh god. Yeah, Hitmonchan is a good fighting Pokemon for coverage, for sure. Yeah, Hitmonchan's always good because it learns the elemental punches. It's using Fire Punch on a water type. Why?
What the heck?
Exactly. All right, we defeated that. Pretty sure Noctowl can learn Steel Wing. Let me just check. TMs. Yep, it can learn Steel Wing. The only psychic moves it can learn by TM are Dream Eater and Attract. That is weird. And the only flying type attack it learns is Peck. Obviously it can learn Fly. Oh god, I might need to swap out Screecher at some point, I think. Because this move pool is not good. We're doing it right now, Hardcore. We're working on the gym. So I'm thinking when we get to Blackthorn, we'll switch out Screecher for Noctowl for Skarmory, I think. Which means we're going to need a Psychic type.
I'm psychic.
Well, I need a Psychic type Pokemon.
I'm a psychic Pokemon.
Okay, don't put her in a pal sphere.
What? What are you saying, Log?
Yeah, no, you don't need to get out a Pokeball. Just put Bianca in a pal sphere.
No, I don't have Typhlosion yet, Hardcore. Yeah, so I'm trying to think like what psychic type Pokemon I want. So my options are Drowsy. We could definitely do Drowsy. I don't want to do Aber because it says he's in top out as Kadabra. I'm trying to think like what psychic Pokemon I can get. Like I feel like Drowsy's probably my best option.
Espeon.
Actually, yes. Espeon. See, I tend to get an Espeon every run. So,
Oh, just keep doing it. What's the problem?
alright, fine. I'll get an Espeon. Yeah, Espeon's actually really good at Psychic type, too. I wasn't planning on using Eevee.
Eevee is technically Espeon.
Alright.
You can't get an Espeon without Eevee.
Well, that means we're going to have to,
Give me money. Yes, I agree.
Well, no, that means we're going to have to, start getting Eevee to like us, which means haircuts.
Haircut.
I might have to do some off-stream training. Did I teach strength to perform? Oh yeah, I taught it to Siruda. Okay.
My mother is calling, so I will be right back.
Alright. Did I never get the strength HM? When did I not pick it up? Huh. Go east, Oh, yep. I missed it. We gotta head back to Olivine. That's fine. Alright, I am so stupid. Alright. Well, we only get Fly after the fighting gym. Oh god, hardcore. Yeah, it's a gaff. I get it. This is a backtracking stream. Kind of, yeah. Like, I wasn't planning on having Espeon, but I realize now that I'm gonna have to. Because the only flying type move we can learn is Fly or Peck. And like, Doesn't learn Confusion till 41, which is just not go. Yeah. Like, you can learn Steel Wing, which is a good coverage move. God, stop hurting yourself, dude. Nick and Morty's backtracking Pokemon adventures. Well, apparently, I guess, Hardcore Bunny's having some fun at my expense, so, okay.
Please.
Alright, so... let's do the Gen 2. Learn Steel Wing at level 49. Steel Wing is a good move, but it has, like, the opposite problem of what sucks is I'm looking at Skarmory right now, like it has the exact opposite problem of Noctowl, where it doesn't learn any good flying moves other than Peck and Fly.
Flying is overrated.
Flying's pretty... I don't know. I think if I'm going to have a flyer, it should probably be Skarmory. Because Skarmory is definitely a lot more durable. See, the problem is, if I didn't have if I didn't have Quagsire, then I could go with Starmie, which is a really good, water psychic type. But yeah, I'm thinking Starmie. I'm thinking Skarmory. And then I go with Espeon. I think that's a pretty decent team comp.
Yo, let's go.
Well, the other thing is, Eevee can learn Bite. Dark type move, which it's actually Bite's actually a pretty decent move on its own. So basically, what we're going to do is the strength HM is here, but I got to get the experience here. I'm going to put it on Eevee to help us catch up. Which also means we need to give Eevee a nickname. Oh yeah, the name reader is in Goldenrod. So since we're adding Eevee to the team and it's going to be an Espeon, we got to give it a nickname.
Eevee.
No, we're not doing that.
Should name it Wooper.
Hey! How you doing, my man?
Chupa.
Doing good. How are you? How is the stream going?
It's going good. So I've realized that Screecher is not going to cut it.
Oh my goodness.
So it's going to get kicked off the team when we get.
It's killing her.
It's going to get kicked off the team when we get to Well, there's two different things we could do. We could go with Skarmory, or we could go with Crobat. Like we have a Zubat on our team ready right now. We have Wonderbat. We can do that. That's another friendship Pokemon. Because we're switching out Noctowl, we're going to put in Espeon and then something else. Like another flying type. What's your opinion, Woopa?
I mean, if you get Crobat, you can say you have the power of God and anime on your side.
Why is he got an anime?
Or sorry, friendship and anime. That's what I meant to say.
I mean, isn't that the same way? Isn't that the same,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something like common America.
The power of friendship in this gun I found.
In this gun I found. Oh god.
In this gun I found.
You summon Pikachu with a gun. God can't do all
Call an ambulance.
Well, that's.
But not
I guess
for
that'll.
me.
Yeah, that's Dante.
Yeah, pretty much. Alright, so got the experience share, so now we're heading to Goldenrod. We're going to give Eevee a haircut, and we're going to give it a nickname change, because it's being elevated to main team status.
Maybe I team status.
One day, Bianca, you too shall be elevated to main team status. Alright, well let's,
I think I got a lot of PJs.
But yeah, I think I'm going to go with Skarmory. Because Zubat would take too much to level up to like fighting status. And if flying is going to be its main stab move, like I'm going to need that anyway to get around, so it's not like the worst thing ever. So yeah. Alright, what's the comment saying?
This is Nick's backtracking adventure.
Yes.
Nick and Morty's backtracking Pokemon adventure. Magnemite isn't confused anymore. Praise Arceus. We prayed the gay away. Anyone here? They're making the Mask TV show that is more like the comic book.
Oh, you mean like the one they did in the
Ooh.
You mean like the one they did in the 90s?
That one was with Rob Paulson, right?
I think so, yeah.
Awesome.
But like, imagine like a Netflix series animation where it's like an adult, like more like the comics. That would be honestly kind of killer. We could do the bug catching contest, but I don't feel like it. Alright, what's coming?
I don't really feel like it.
Oh, yeah, I don't feel like it. Alright, we got the hardcore bunnies commenting up a storm.
The one where the mask actually kills more than one mobster.
Okay.
I almost own all of the Mask comics and they're pretty good, but I doubt they'll be made into an unwoke show.
Yeah, that's a problem. Like, if this was done, like, 2012, 2013 or something, then it had the potential to be pretty cool. But now...
Well, what can they do?
Alright, let's see where Eevee is. Alright, yep, I got a long way to go with Eevee, but... Alright, but let's induct it into the main team status, so... Oh, didn't mean to do that. Name Raider's right here. Alright. Alright, everyone, give me your best nicknames for Espeon. Bianca, what do you think?
Psyche.
What?
Psyche.
Oh god. Chat, you guys can suggest one, I'll pick the best one. Woopa, what do you got?
Yeah, think about it.
Espeon. Because if no one comes up with one, it's going to be named Espy.
SP.
Brain
but
child.
Psyche is terrible.
Yes, because you thought of it.
Ah.
Wow.
I mean, Brain's actually not a bad one. I mean, I'm glad we're not catching. I'm glad we're not catching a Drowsy, because I would have named it Epstein. Like, I don't care. Like if you know Drowsy's lore, yeah. Turner.
This is Tumor.
Tumor. It's not the tumor.
Not a tumor. Put the cookie down.
Actually, tumor's not a bad one.
Brain
Really?
Rot. Brain rot is a good one.
Yeah, and I do love the cringy names. Alright, so unless someone like Johnny or Dave can come in with a name, we're going with Brain Rot.
Better than anything I can think of.
Yeah, it's actually not a bad name, all things. Because we are going for, like, the cringy names, so, Alright. Alright, we are, okay. It's Brain Rot!
What?
I can't believe we did that. Alright, everyone. Say hi to Brain Rot, the newest member of the team.
I hate everybody.
I hate everyone so fucking much.
If you really want to stick to the bit, you can upgrade it into a Vaporeon.
No.
Maximum brain rot. Maximum
know?
brain rot.
No. Okay, the first person who says the copy pasta, I'm literally gonna boot from the stream permanently. If you even try and say it, I will kick you.
What?
Woopa knows what I'm talking about, and Woopa, don't you dare frickin' say it. But just imagine if I had a Woopa, and its nickname was Did You Know? God, just the amount of like butt puckering.
Don't do that. Don't do my Woopa like that.
No, it's not Woopa. Woopa, can you do me a favor? Since we have some uncultured swine here in the call, can you grab the copy pasta and paste it into the Discord chat, please?
You ask much of me. Will
Well,
take years off my life.
Yes, I mean to share the pain.
Okay, I'll find it.
Alright, thank you. Bianca, like, I know you're the queen of cringe, but this is on a whole nother level.
But
Alright. Woopa, tell me when you post it in chat. Alright. We are gonna. Oh, all right. Yeah, we're gonna teach Woody strength.
Yeah, I posted it.
All right, Bianca, read it. Don't read it out loud. Just
in the Discord,
Nick made me do it. It's not my fault.
just read it to yourself silently in your head, and and just feel as your brain cells collapse in sheer cringe. I can tell Bianca's not reading it because I don't hear any what the fricks.
I just started reading.
Okay. It's so terrible. Star you, but what about star me?
Sit armor.
Boo.
It's so bad, isn't it, Bianca?
What happened?
Alright, what's Hardcore Bunny saying?
Gosh, Nick, did you miss dinner or do you got Cheetos stuck up your nose?
What? Oh.
What?
Oh, I got the sniffles. I think Hardcore Bunny just commenting on the fact I got the sniffles.
I didn't even realize.
No, I always do a line of Coke before the stream starts. Helps keep me pepped. Sarcasm. That is sarcasm, by the way. For the YouTube overlords, that is sarcasm.
Unless.
No, it's sarcasm. And in case anyone tries to cancel me later. I actually like the way the experience here works in Gen 2. because you're only really sharing it with one Pokemon. The problem I have in the later gens is it's like an experience all, and it really breaks the game.
It makes it too easy. It's way too easy.
Yeah. Like, Gen 6, it's not too bad because you can turn it off. The problem is, in later gens,
They made it where
you can't turn it. You can't even turn it off.
it's unturn-offable.
Like, I could tolerate the existence of it if you could turn, if it's like an optional thing. Like, okay, it's a quality of life feature that I don't have to engage with. But when they make it unturn-offable, that's when I have a problem, because then you're just lower. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have no problem with, like, aids that are optional.
You have no problem with AIDS.
I walked right into that one. I walked right into that one.
You did. You pretty much did.
I opened the door and I said, roast me. Give it to my brother. But, yeah, I think I'll do some, like, off-stream grinding to get, like, EV up in between, I think, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, the experience here is definitely gonna help. So it's looking like our final team comp lineup is gonna be Typhlosion, Skarmory, Sudowoodo, Espeon, and Magneton.
Cool.
You're cool, Bianca.
That's a lie, you liar.
Yeah, you're right, I am lying.
Exactly.
I don't like doubling up on types, but I kinda don't have a choice. Like, I probably should do, like, Crobat, but I don't want to have to spend the time leveling it up, you know?
You see that, guys? Lazy.
I don't know, we'll
We get it. You don't like friendship. It's okay. You can just say it.
I'll think about it, because like the whole rocket thing is a good XP farm, and if I'm gonna do it, I gotta make a decision then.
Get power. That show.
Oh, he's confused. I don't know, like the more I think about it, the more I'm kind of like thinking Crobat might be the good way to go. Because, I don't know, like, I do like the idea of using Wonder Bat against Jared.
That would make for great world building.
Yeah, because remember I named the rival Jared? So if I remember correctly, using a Pokemon in a gym battle does increase friendship. Oh, it set up Mankey. What's Hardcore Bunny saying?
Eevee gonna have trouble against these fighting types.
Perhaps. We'll see. I don't think Chuck's Poliwrath is level 30, even level 30 or something. It's somewhere around there, so we shouldn't have too much trouble. Like look at the level of the Mankey. It's level 23, so like I don't know. Burnt it. And then I bring out Screecher. Yeah, what sucks is I thought Noctowl could learn Psychic. So I guess I was wrong. Alright, that was good. That's Alright, so you ready, let's see how I do with this gym leader.
Terrible.
I am at a disadvantage. Like, I do have Noctowl, which is good, but it doesn't have very strong attacks. But we'll see. I'm gonna throw myself at him, and we'll see how it goes.
You gotta believe.
In the power of love.
Believing is for chumps.
I believe in the power of friendship.
No,
That's
you don't.
For champs!
Actually, I believe in the power of goth titties. That
I
is...
believe in the power of money. Money makes you happy.
People
Whoa,
who,
I gotta try some of that.
people who say money doesn't make you happy clearly don't have money.
They say money can't make you happy, but it can make things that make you unhappy go away.
See, money doesn't money doesn't buy happiness, but it does buy Pokemon games, and those make me happy.
Indeed.
It also buys medical bills.
No,
And supplies.
no, but in Woopa's case, money doesn't buy happiness, but money does buy lots of Woopa plushies. And is that
I
not
see.
happiness personified?
That is true. Oh, to be surrounded by Woopa plushies.
Yes, he wants to have a literal surrounded by them.
I already have 3 of them.
That's not enough. That's rookie numbers. You need to bump those numbers up, sir.
More!
Oh. Yeah, the thing about Primeape is very much a glass cannon because it has like crap defense. It's leering at me. It's staring at me menacingly.
I was afraid of this. The cabinet fits a lot smaller clothes, but I was able to fit everything.
Good job. Alright. Alright, well, I'll get Troopa to finish the job. Alright. Alright, Troopa, you once again came in clutch. Thank you, sir. Alright, if you're here,
welcome, citizen.
Make sure to like the stream. That always helps with the algorithm. I had to do that at least a couple times. Alright, so what I'm going to do with Poliwrath is I'm going to start with Tron. I'm going to paralyze it, or at least attempt to. And then I'm going to use... So yeah, that's my plan. Alright. Yes! We got out the paralyzed! Yes! Alright, so the cool thing about Paralyze is not only does it, yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Like, not only does it, it lowers speed, and it's, you know, obviously they sometimes don't attack. Alright. Ooh. This could be an issue. And I'm it's confused. Oh, great. Even if I do wake up, you know. Alright, Alright, Troopa, come in clutch. Come on. Big money. Oh. Alright. Come on. Oh! RNG, this is not my friend. Alright, what's Wooper saying? What's the saying? What's the saying?
I'm not saying anything.
No, what's Hardcore Bunny saying? Sorry.
This is Poliwrath is the worst fighting type for this gym. Could have had a Macho, a Hitmontop, or at least a Heracross.
I don't know. It being I don't know. I think it being a Poliwrath made things a little more interesting. But hey, we won, so. It doesn't always hit, but when it does, it causes confusion. Are you saying Chuck is the most interesting man in the world? What's the comment saying?
Oh boy, it's more Hardcore Bunny.
Yeah.
Said it makes it interesting but not challenging.
Fair enough. Alright. Well, we defeated Chuck. I'm telling you right now, we're gonna need to do some grinding. because we are in no shape to face Jasmine. Her Steelix is level 35. And we are not even, my Pokemon are not even level 30. So... Alright, what's the comment saying?
It says, considering this era of Pokemon and even now have limited fighting types.
Yeah. I do think Morty being a gym leader in Gen 2 is kind of stupid. Especially the fact that he doesn't even use Mischievous. Because Mischievous was the only ghost type introduced in Gen 2. Alright, so we're going to deliver the medicine, and then we're going to grind. We're probably not going to face Jasmine tonight. I mean, it's kind of early in the stream. I don't know, but I need to get everyone at least to level 30. That includes Eevee. I'm sorry, I just love that little, like, interaction where she turns in, like, Ampty, hang on!
Actually, yeah. I mean, no one.
Wait, what are you guys whispering? Speak up, sirs. Oh, it just flashed me. How rude.
Children are watching.
Alright, who's quacking? Who's quacking?
Who did that?
Who did that? Alright, who got a hand on the soundboard? I swear. Show yourself! Okay, that could only be one of two people. It's either Nyx or Jared. Either way, screw you both. Do I need to go actually open the Discord window and see who it is? I hate you, Nyx! I hate you so much! I hate you!
Okay,
I hate you, Nyx!
but I didn't do the trombone thing. I didn't do that.
Sure!
The air horn. That part wasn't me, the air horn.
Oh, God.
I have some standards. I considered it.
She has some standards. Alright, everybody. Being fashionably late as usual. Welcome the mistress of ships herself, Bunny Girl Nyx.
Howdy.
Oh, yes!
Alright, Nyx.
Hello.
Since you're so late, catch us up on the comments.
Okay. Hardcore Bunny says, and I don't know where we are.
That's fine.
Poliwrath is the worst fighting type for this gym leader. He should have had a Macho, Hitmontop, or at least a Heracross. Interesting, but not challenging.
Heracross sucks in Gen 2, sadly.
Considering this era of Pokemon even now have limited fighting types. Coming down with COVID, coming down with the COVID.
See,
And Nick is having a spaz fit.
sounds about right. So, Heracross is one of my favorite Pokemon. It sucks in Gen 2. Because It does learn Mega Horn, which is a great bug-type move. And it's a stab move, which is also great. It learns it at 51, which is so late in the game. The only fighting-type moves, which is it's a bug fighting, is, I think, counter and reversal. It doesn't learn any good fighting moves. Like, I think Heracross doesn't really get good until Gen 4. Like, the physical special split really, I think, benefited Heracross. Yeah, I mean, Mega Horn's a great move, but it learns it so late, and it doesn't get any good fighting moves. But, like, once Brick Break is introduced, and, like, Heracross can learn Brick Break, it's actually a really good Pokemon. Like, for Soul Silver runs, Heracross is really good.
Hot take, but the later generations are not as bad as hardcore fans think. They do some things right.
I do stand Gen 6. Like, I think Gen 6 is not as bad as people think it is.
Sword and Shield, for everything it got wrong, got a few things right. I do like some of the newer Pokemon, especially the new Ghost types that we got.
I could never get in. I tried to get into Sword and Shield. Like, my breaking point was when they made TMs not unlimited. I thought that was, like, the best thing. Like, I get it. You can easily make them again, but it feels like such a step back. Like yes, it's easy to make, and dare I say, in Scarlet and Violet, crafting TMs is kind of fun.
Did I say Sword and Shield? I meant to say Scarlet and Violet. We got the little ghost puppers.
Oh yes, I like Scarlet. I see. My thing is, Sword and Shield are so devoid of originality.
It's true.
And Scarlet and Violet, yes, they run like crap. They run like dog poo poo. But at least they're trying something new. Is there some kinks? Like, should they have implemented scaling? Yes. But I'll at least commend them for trying.
They have a Wooper, new Wooper.
I actually
That's all that matters.
did use a Cloudsire in my Scarlet run. You want to know what I called it?
Did you call it the Pooper?
I called it Amber Turd.
Wow.
Alright, catch us
That's
up on the
rude.
comments.
I refuse.
Alright, Nix, help me out, please.
1 second. Hardcore Bunny says the worst generation, in my opinion, is Ruby and Sapphire because it does a lot of the bad traditions that Pokemon games still follow. I like Ruby. Ruby was my very first Pokemon,
Yeah.
so I can't say anything bad about it.
Yeah.
Perfect for life.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier in the stream, how you kind of fall into two camps with Gen 3. It's either you love it or you hate it kind of thing, because, like, the older fans who started out with Gen 1 or 2 usually don't like Gen 3 because of what they took away. But the thing about Gen 3 is a lot of fans, their first gen was Gen 3. So it has that nostalgic value. Like, I don't know any other remakes that were as anticipated as Oris. Like, I remember when that was announced, the excitement was, like, huge. By the way, I got a Mega Ruby at a midnight release. That was one of the few midnight releases I went to.
Nice. I played Silver first, and then I went to Ruby. I love that. I love Gen 3
Yeah.
and all their little guys.
And I love that for you. Here, you get a clap.
Alright, what's the comment saying?
Hardcore Bunny says, I don't hate Ruby, I just don't think it's the best. That's fair. I don't think it's the best. I think there are plenty of other better Pokemon games.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it's the one I started with, and it's the one that made me fall in love.
I mean, I think Gen 4 doesn't kind of get the love it deserves. I think it actually added a lot to the Pokemon games. Like, the physical special split, I think, was probably one of the most important changes that Pokemon ever made, because it made the game more dynamic. So, okay, I need to explain the physical. Sorry. What luck?
Something came up. I'll be right back.
Okay. So for
Super
those,
lug away.
yes, for those who don't know, in Gen 1, 2, and 3, the way, so you have your physical and you have your special attacks. They are determined by type. So there are physical types and there are special types. Like, fighting is special, fighting is physical, like psychic is special kind of thing. What Gen 4 did is they made it so that the attacks themselves can be physical or special. So and they added a lot of new moves, like for example, Focus Blast, or as they call Focus Miss, which is a special fighting type attack, or Zen Headbutt, which is a physical psychic attack. And I think it really shook up the game in a great way.
I'm just grateful for the newer generation because they give us all the good ghost type. Like, I don't hate Gengar, Ghastly, and Hunter, but like, they are the most basic bitch ghost types you could do with ghost types.
Yeah. Yeah, the problem with a lot of Pokemon prior to Gen 4 was, let's say they're like a psychic type Pokemon, but their stats make them a physical attacker, so they can't really use they can't really use psychic moves very well because they don't really have a high special. So now that you have physical psychic moves, suddenly they're a lot more stronger Pokemon. Like, they're a lot more viable. Sorry, Nix, go ahead.
Oh, I didn't say anything, but I was gonna say, now we're on the subject of types, how come Charizard isn't a dragon type?
I mean, it's kind of a meme at this point.
Well, because it makes more sense than him be like, sure, he could be a flying type, but he is literally the archetypical dragon.
I think a lot of it is because he has to be a fire type because he's a starter.
Yeah.
So basically, that would make him Fire Dragon, which I think
It's clever.
I think for Gen 1 would have made him too OP. Let's be honest. Like, Charizard was.
I mean, that was the original reason. Was Dragon was supposed to be kind of a pseudo legendary type in and of itself.
And the only dragon type in Gen 1 was a pseudo legendary, so that makes sense.
Yeah, so they were like, well, yeah, he's a dragon, but this is reserved for, I mean, kind of OP characters, basically.
Yeah. I mean, did they add a dragon? I think they didn't add new dragons until Gen 3, if I believe.
Yeah, because Salamence is a dragon.
Yeah, and then they also got Flygon.
Oh, Trapinch, my friend.
Yeah, everyone loves Flygon. I love the concept of pseudo-legendaries. I find them really interesting. Also, Tyranitar is the best pseudo-legendary. I'm sorry, that is fact. I love T-Tar. I especially love, like, abilities when he gets, like, Sandstream. Like, I'm sorry, Tyranitar is just such a frickin' beast. Woopa, what's your favorite pseudo-legendary? Don't say Quagsire.
Wooper.
Read the frickin' comments.
I like Garchomp a lot.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. What's the comment saying? Oh, Tauros.
Kingdra?
Kingdra isn't a pseudo-legendary.
I guess was Kingdra a dragon type?
Oh, yeah! So they did add a dragon in Gen 2. Oh. Yes, they did. Kingdra. The problem with Kingdra was it was a trait evolution, so it was really hard to get.
Yeah.
And it required...
Alright guys, I'm gonna have to leave.
No!
No.
Au revoir!
Farting is such a smelly sorrow.
Smelling.
Yes.
What?
That's
One.
funny.
Alright, Nick, can you read the comments?
Yep. Hardcore Buddy says Kindrak was introduced in Gen 2, a great type that has its niche use. That's fair.
I would say its really use didn't come till later with like abilities like I think it got like Swift Swim or something to where like Kingdra always crits or something. Yeah, Kingdra could be really OP in the later gens. Like I will say this about Gen 3, I think adding abilities was a great addition.
Yeah. Wooper unaware time.
I like how depending on the situation, Quagsire is like a Quagsire can like swing in Ubers, depending on depending on like the situation, the build. Are you aware of
He's
that?
excellent.
Are you aware of that, Woopa?
He can swing what?
So you know like the tiers of Pokemon, like Ubers, OU, NU, whatever. The Smogon thing, I think.
Maybe I don't.
Oh, I gotta send you a video. There's a YouTuber called False Swipe Gaming, where he does like a series called How Good Were They Exactly, where he goes through like the viability of Pokemon from the gens.
I remember know that guy.
I
I'm
kind of stopped
aware.
watching his videos because they all kind of had like this like the same format, like Magical Special Split, Weather Wars. Like he would just kind of like, oh shit, like all of them kind of like ebb and flow the same way. So I guess like yeah, I don't really know a better place to train at the moment. So Nix, how you doing?
Been better.
What's going on?
Well, not much. Currently.
Huh.
Just family stuff.
Yeah, drama. So apparently, Bianca didn't know about the Woopa copy pasta. I mean the
I mean, the Vaporeon.
yes.
How
the-
dare you say such a thing?
Wish I didn't know about that. God, I wish.
Yeah, I think we all do. We're not saying it on stream. If you know, you know. Like, I like that's a way to get demonetized. Oh dear God. Yeah, the thing is, Nix, we're like vastly under-leveled for Jasmine. Because like her Steelix is like level 35. And like we're 27, 28, so we need to grind.
So, I'm just learning right now, Mark Zuckerberg has upped the game for men. The bar has been raised.
What did he do
He had
now?
He had a giant statue of his wife built and installed in their yard.
Sam!
It's his wife.
So
That is his wife. You can't...
incorrect.
I don't think y'all know what the word simp means. Sometimes.
Something mediocre kitty.
But yeah, I'm seeing a bunch of the comments and everyone's like, God damn, this is a W. But actually, the statue looks really good.
So Nix, how would you feel if your husband built you a statue?
Honestly, I don't think I'd like it very much. I'm not really much of a grand gestures kind of person.
That seems kind of creepy.
How
Like
would-
I don't like if someone was like, "I really love you, so I built you a statue of yourself."
All right, fine,
Like,
Nix.
be like,
Let me Nintendo switch things up. What if your signature is like, Nix, I really love you. Here's a very nice Mimikyu hoodie I got for you.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. You hear that, fellas? You want to win Nix's heart? Get her a Mimikyu hoodie. What's the comment saying?
Oh.
But I
Don't-
need a Mimikyu hoodie. I can't give it away.
Oh,
Just don't tell me how much it
Can't have
costs.
or a life-size Mimikyu plushie.
Oh, that'd be cool. I don't think I'd have anywhere to put it though.
Have you seen some of those life-size, like, there's like a life-size Lucario that's like $500?
I don't want to know what they do with that.
I don't want to know why you'd want to spend $500 on a doll.
I mean,
I mean,
there-
some
there-
of them are cool.
there is like a Snorlax beanbag chair that's like $500. I would get that.
There's a 4-foot Mareep for $500. You can get a giant sheepy, just to
I
be
mean,
there.
yeah,
It's
or I could spend that money on shit that actually matters, like food and clothes and...
big. What matters
going on?
more than Pokemon plushes? I can't think of a single thing.
At least the Snorlax one is furniture, so I can kind of like semi-validate it. Like, it's furniture. It's a beanbag chair, but Snorlax.
Yeah, but for $500?
I mean, to be fair,
But
a
a
furniture
plushie is a friend. Most friends cost more than $500, and usually you can't just buy them at the store.
Oh,
like-
he's learning Rock Slide. Yes.
Anyways, Hardcore Bunny says sounds like he doesn't want to lose his stocks in Facebook in a divorce like the guy who runs Amazon. Why are guys just not allowed to do nice things for their wives anymore?
Yeah, I'm with Nix on this one.
Like, is it... the guy's a billionaire. Of course, what he's gonna do for his wife is gonna seem weird and over the top to us. But, like, I don't know. I think it's really sweet that he loves his wife enough that he wants to immortalize her in a piece of art.
Well,
And it's actually not the worst looking thing
Like-
either.
here's what matters to me. Does she like it? That's what matters. If she likes it and she's pleased, end of story. That's all that matters. If the gesture, like, if she's happy with it and she's not like cringy, then we're good. You know.
Yeah. She seems to. They've got a picture of her posing with it.
Well, that's good.
So, I mean, I'm taking that as a good sign, but
I mean,
You
every
never know.
woman is different. With Nyx, the way to her heart is a Mimikyu hoodie. With some girls, it's a trip to Disney World. It's all different.
yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind a trip to Disney. Actually, you know what? No, I wouldn't want to go to Disney World.
Go to
Yeah,
Universal
fuck.
instead.
Yeah.
Like, it was one thing when, like, okay, it's overpriced, but it's still cool. They're gutting everything. Like, I'm sorry, gutting the
Oh,
rivers
yeah.
of America for fucking cars. What the fuck?
I think the funniest thing is that a couple of years ago, I don't know if I told the story, but my aunt took my niece and nephew down to see my uncle's side of the family, and his kid and their kids fucking spoiled as shit. So they wanted to go to Disney World, even though they live down there in America, in Florida. So they were like, "Oh, we want to do this, 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 and this," and it's kind of sad, but the only fun that my cousins had was at Universal, because even though they wanted to go see Disney World fucking sucked, or Disneyland. I don't know which it is, and I don't
Disney
care.
World is in Florida.
Okay, I don't care.
Alright, fine, whatever.
Well, it's all the same to me.
Fair enough.
I've never been to either, and I do not care to go. But, I mean, if I did get to go, that'd be kind of cool. But
I want to go to Universal. That's what I want to go to.
my cousins told me dead ass that the rides were boring as fuck.
Huh.
because they don't care about being entertaining rides. They're just there to be like, oh, look at the park. Oh, isn't it pretty? Oh my god. It's all style over substance, basically. Universal is style and substance.
Yeah, because honestly, I love like. Thing is, Disney used to be really good at immersive entertainment, but but for everything I hear, it's like they're losing it. Like, I want to go to the Hogwarts stuff. Also, their Nintendo stuff looks really freaking cool. Like, I've seen videos of Nintendo Land.
Yeah.
Nix, admit it, you would love to go to Nintendo Land and like meet Peach and like ride some of those rides.
Oh, hell yeah. I want to go specifically, though, to the Japanese one, because they went all out. Like, they went hard. Even more so than the American version.
Well, to be fair, the only American version we have is in LA. And I
That's
think
true.
The Florida one is going to be really good. Also, I am really hyped for Epic Universe, like the Universal villains. Like, I love how apparently Disney has had a Villains Land concept for like 15 years. They're only digging it out now because of Universal. I love how Disney's in catch-up mode. But yeah, Universal's kicking butt. They are kicking Disney's butt.
Oh, they are.
So, thank you, Nix, for posting the link. If anyone can, my book, Lost Kingdom, is currently on Kickstarter. If you go there and back it, that'd be really appreciated. But if nothing else, feel free to like this stream, give me some comments, harass me. It's all good. Right now we are grinding because I am way under level for Jasmine. It's like it's not even gonna happen. But Nix, I don't know if you told you weren't here when we decided this, but we're switching up the team.
I can see that.
So. Alright, Screecher is going to be rotated out after Jasmine, because it doesn't learn Confusion to level 41, can't learn Psychic, its best flying type attack is Fly, it's not very good. So we're going to replace it with either Skarmory or Zubat. So, the big thing is, Eevee, who has been is now called Brain Rot, is going to become an Espeon. That's going to be our Psychic type. Yeah, so that's the plan. Yes, I haven't yeah, the thing is, Crobat is a friendship Pokemon, so it requires a lot of grinding. And I'm trying to get Eevee up first. Like, Eevee is a friendshipable Pokemon too, so... gotta get those stuff up. So yeah, that's what we're doing.
Corbunny asked, do you think his wife would return the gesture? I have no idea. I don't know the woman.
Yeah. Alright.
Probably?
So,
Maybe?
Yeah, so normally I don't like comment on like YouTuber drama, but I want to talk about like the Mr. Beast stuff. We're not talking about the abuse allegations. I just want to talk about the other stuff, like the game rigging and that stuff. I think that's probably a safer route to tackle as far as talking about drama. You know what I'm saying, Nix?
Yeah.
How familiar are you with like that whole Mr. Beast stuff?
More than I'd like to be.
Yeah, I've watched a couple videos myself, and my thing is like, looking back, it seems kind of obvious he was a bit of a huckster, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's kind of staring us in the face, like the dude was just giving out money like candy. I don't know. I think like a lot of us, especially like the people who didn't watch Mr. Beast, were like, "Oh, he's giving people blind people or whatever. He's doing like charitable stuff. Give him, whatever." But then when you hear like a lot of the manipulative stuff he's been doing,
Behind the scenes, yeah.
yeah, like the live streams where he's oh, get a chance to win a shirt, kind of thing, or like the feasible stuff. It's like, here's the thing. So, the last Super Bowl got 100 million viewers, alright? Mr. Beast gets more than that on each video. So each video he does gets more viewers than the Super Bowl.
Wild.
Yeah. What's the comment saying?
Parker Bunny says, the game rigging has been around for years. Literally, YouTubers are in bed with loot box games that show them opening rigged boxes containing rare loot. Not his money. Mr. Beast, like Oprah, uses his business money to pay for these gifts while claiming it as a tax expense. So he gets paid to be charitable.
Yeah, and I'm like a lot of people, who are like, if you're gonna be charitable, don't frickin' record it. Like, I find it kind of distasteful to people like those, like the TikToks, like, let's hand out $100 bills to homeless people. Like, yeah, it's cool and all, but, like, do you have to record it?
Actually, don't care about that. Like, oh, sorry.
I was saying, if you're recording it, you have an ulterior motive. Even if the motive is just like, oh, I can do a nice thing, but also get, clicks and something from that. Like, the point is, once you start recording it, and not just recording, but posting it, it's like, your reason for doing this isn't just, I want to do a nice thing. Your reason for doing that is, I want people to notice me. I want to get views.
And that's
this, that,
why I
everything.
kind of gave Mr. Beast the benefit of the doubt, because, like, I feel like his videos were pretty upfront. Like, we're doing this stuff. Yes, we want clicks, but he wasn't trying to hide the fact. Like, yeah, we're trying to get clicks from this, kind of thing. So I think there's a bit of an honesty for it, which I respect it to a degree. I don't know.
Yeah. And there is a lot of I don't know if I guess I don't know the new Mr. Beast stuff, but I know like there's been a lot of, it was big in I used to watch some sports like video game stuff until it all just became loot boxes. But they literally used to do, you see in the pictures of people like, oh my gosh, and game companies would give you like Hardcore Bunny said, the game companies would say, hey, we're gonna give you this pack that has this super rare thing, and you're gonna show it to all your viewers, so they're gonna be like, oh, yeah, I need to buy these packs.
I actually think some YouTubers got in trouble for that. Like, I think it was like the CS:GO Lotto, or like a lot of those gambling sites where when they do the sponsor videos, they'd actually have better odds than you normally do, and it's kind of a bit of a false advertising.
Yeah, I know at least one YouTuber got in trouble for like, I don't know if he got in trouble or the company got in trouble for like, they figured out they were colluding and something big happened. Because I mean the whole point, especially with those video game the sports games, is like they're trying to, their target audience there is kids. They're trying to get the kids to convince them to use their allowance or grab, beg their parents for their credit card so they can buy these packs.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Us as creators, we have to make the decision. Like, do we want to take the money or do we want integrity? Like, for example, let's say we get offered a Raid's Shadow Legends sponsorship. Like, apparently they pay really good money, but do you really want to, like, sell your soul? And I realized I just made us all never get a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah, from what I understand, you can't say anything bad about their game.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you have to say, like, oh, this is amazing, but I know, like, if you had a problem with the game, you couldn't say,
Yeah.
this part sucks.
And that's
Like,
something that, like,
you're not
we as
allowed
content creators, we have to, like, kind of weigh it, especially once we, like I'm almost to the point of, like, the semi-monetization. I just need to grind out the watch hours. You know, I'm almost at 550 subs, you know, and, like, once I get to 1,000, get fully monetized, you know, sponsors might start looking my way, and so I need to, like, do the thing of, like, is this sponsorship worth it? You know, like for example, let's say Ultra Sabers wanted to sponsor me. Like, they send me a lightsaber, and I just do a thing on it. Like, I would probably accept that because Ultra Sabers are a good company, and I get a free lightsaber, and I just talk about it. You know, like, that's an example of a good sponsorship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've always wondered, like, I don't know how things will change. I always thought the only thing that I
Ultra
watched
Sabers, please
was, like,
sponsor me.
the
Oh,
only
hey,
thing I
RJ,
watched
how you
was,
doing,
like,
buddy?
the only thing I watched and was like, I would do sponsorship for that was, like, Ridge Wallet, and that's because I literally have one. So I'm like, obviously,
Yeah,
yes,
like,
I will say you are good because I use this product, like, before. And
honestly,
not
I've
just
seen
using
enough
it
of
for
Ridge
money.
Wallet. I would probably do a Ridge Wallet sponsorship. They seem legit.
Well, I mean, I got one. My dad gave me one because my other wallet was falling apart, and I'm like, oh sure. And, like,
Yeah,
it's handy. I like
I'd
it.
probably do a Raycon sponsorship because, like, at least it's a product. Like, you may not like the product, but at least it's, like, you know, it's a legit product. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the only thing I always wonder with that is, like, I don't know.
Well, from what
I'm
I
too
understand,
picky.
Raycons, they're bass heavy. So if you don't like heavy bass with your headphones, they might not be.
Oh,
for
I
you.
love bass. It's more of I am picky,
Yeah.
and I don't really like earbuds in general.
I
have the
prefer
big old
earbuds.
headphones.
Um,
See, I used to always put in earbuds, and they would just hurt. And maybe these wouldn't hurt. Maybe that's the whole thing. But, like,
yeah.
also, I think the thing is too, they can be bass heavy, and I like bass. If you like bass, you're gonna get headphones.
But
Like, you know,
yeah.
headphones are where you get the bass.
Well, I have a set of Bluetooth headphones. I'm actually using them right now, but it's plugged in. And I use it at home. But when I'm on the go, it's just a heck of a lot more convenient to have earbuds that sync to my cell phone, because then I can put the earbuds in my pocket, and whenever I want to listen,
Yeah.
I just bring it out of my pocket, put them in my ear, and I'm good. It's so convenient to have earbuds.
Yeah.
And so that for, like, you know, out and about, going for a walk, it's just so much more convenient than headphones. But
See, I think the only issue with the headphones is, like, it's hard to wear if you're out and about in the summer, just because it's sweat.
yeah, that's why I do earbuds. But I agree
Other
with you.
than that,
Headphones are
it's just-
great. I wouldn't do earbuds if I'm in the house at my computer. That's where you do headphones. Like, I have a set of Skull Candy cassettes, which, by the way, these are great. They're like a $30 pair of headphones, and, like, they're actually pretty comfortable, and they have a wired connection that you can do, which is what I'm doing right now.
Mm.
So I love these. Like, they're actually, like, they got a nice kind of comfy padded thing, and they're great. I love them, and they're reasonably priced.
That's fair. I'm thinking from a standpoint of like, the current headphones I'm using are $180.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't spend a lot of money on many things, but like in general,
Oh.
electronics and stuff.
Oh yeah, like a good pair of headphones. Yeah, that's definitely you get your money's worth for that. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, and I've had these for a long time now, so it's like
Yeah,
these
I wonder if I
are.
should try something more advanced.
This is actually my second pair of cassette skull candies. Like my last pair I had for about 3 years. Before like the pads just literally started falling off. I mean 3 years for a $30 pair of headphones, that's not bad. But the thing for me is I need the connection, like the wired connection. I think if I were to spend a little bit more money, there's like this Ankler pair that has a wired connection. They're like $70. I'd probably do that. Because the reason for me is if I connect through Bluetooth for live streaming, it really messes up my sound stuff and I get like errors. So I have to like hard connect in for these OBS streams. So I need that. Plus, there's also the thing of like, if I'm doing if I'm mid-stream and my batteries die, what I do is I plug it in. Yeah, it sucks and it's annoying, but at least I have the option to plug it in and it kind of saves the stream.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's why I like having the little thing on it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Plus, there's
That's
also
like my.
plus it's also good for like, let's say I'm using a device that doesn't have Bluetooth. Like I could use these with a Game Boy from '89 if I wanted to.
Nice. Yeah, and like I
It gives
mean,
me options. That's basically what it amounts to.
and I think like the payoff really varies depending on what you're using, but like a wired connection is always going to be better than a wireless connection. A lot of time, for like quality wise.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not really
Like,
that
I
big
think
of
a-
an audiophile, so like, oh, I can hear the tones.
Right. I don't think like in the end, like I use Bluetooth headphones, so I don't think it matters too much. But like for certain things, it does.
Yeah.
So it's like I get that too. If you want the more crisp sound, depending on whatever you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, unlike with Woopa, like I would love to have like those like $300 headphones that do like the surround sound.
Oh yeah.
Oh god, yes.
I was looking around. So these headphones I actually paid for once I got my first job, my first real job. I think my second pair, but these are the second pair I've had of these. The first pair I got, it was a Black Friday. They were 50% off.
Yeah.
But when I was looking for other like pairs of headphones, trying to figure out what I wanted, they had these one Bose headphones that were like amazing. I was listening like, oh my gosh, this is perfect. And then it's like, oh, what's the price? $330 plus tax? Like, okay. I think I
Headphones
won't do
are
that.
definitely a you get what you pay for kind of thing. Definitely.
Oh yeah.
And what I love about having Bluetooth headphones is, so I'm a night owl and I live in a duplex, so I have a person living above me.
Aha.
So what's really great is, let's say it's 3 a.m. and I want to watch a movie that's like loud movie, so I put on the Bluetooth headphones and I can have, or like let's say I want to play a video game that's like very loudish, I can put on the headphones and have the full experience, and they're none the wiser. And the other thing is, and I also love this during the live streams, is let's say I'm doing a live stream and I want to go to the bathroom. I just turn off my camera, go to the bathroom, and I can still hear what everyone's saying, so I can still keep up the stream. Or if I'm listening to music, it's just so convenient.
Yep.
Yeah. The only thing that bothers me with headphones, well, first of all, I need like the big like, if they're the small ones that like sit on your ear instead of like go around your whole ear, like those give me a headache really quickly.
The ones that I'm using they're the sit on your ear, but they have like a really cushy padding on them, so like they're pretty comfortable. Plus, they don't have like too tight of a fit. Like these are really comfortable headphones. Like I actually do recommend Skull Candy cassettes if you can find them. They're like a $30 pair of headphones. They are very good value for the money.
It's fair. I just always, if I get like smaller ones, it eventually just gives me a headache pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, I don't like beats. Beats annoy me. Because, like, you're saying, like, oh, you get what you pay for, like, except with those. What you get is the fact that you get to say,
Yeah, you get the
oh,
brand.
these are Beats.
Yeah.
Because, like, a $250, Beats headphones are probably the same quality as, like, your Skull Candies. Like, they're not that good of headphones. Like, they're fine, but, like, they're not... Considering how much you'll pay for it, it's like you might as well pay like 50 extra bucks and get top of the line.
Yeah, the brands
Instead of whatever
the brands that I stick to are Sony, Skull Candy, JBL are the ones that I like. JBL actually does like really good. My earbuds are JBL and they're pretty good value. If you get a chance to have any JBL stuff, I recommend it.
Yeah, I've seen those. I have Sony headphones.
Oh, Sony's top notch, but you pay for it.
Yeah. I also like Bose. I just don't have Bose money,
Yeah.
That's the problem. Because, I mean, those things, maybe I just haven't had enough. I've never seen or, like, heard a bad Bose product. It's just always you look at it and it's like, oh, let me check if I can take out a few loans real quick.
I'm actually I was actually pleasantly surprised by the quality of like the Skull Candy stuff, because Skull Candy's like the teenager brand, honestly. I mean, they do make stuff for adults, but they're kind of meant to be like. But they're actually surprised. Like these headphones are surprisingly good. Like I would buy another Skull Candy. I hear good things about Turtle Beach, but they're more like gamer focused.
I used to use these Turtle Beaches. They were fine. They were just kind of... I will say one of the biggest negatives about them was their... I don't know if sound canceling is the... Not noise canceling, but it was... I had these headphones that I got so I could, chat with people and game on Xbox.
Yeah.
And it could also just plug into my phone.
Uh-huh.
So I used them because I was a broke college student.
Yeah.
I couldn't afford 2 sets of headphones, so I just used those. And the problem was, like, right now with these, I can turn them up about halfway before the sound starts, like, leaking out. But the other ones, pretty much anything was leaking out. Like, you couldn't listen to... It would be fine if, like, you're doing what you're talking about with, like, oh, I want to listen to a movie or whatever. Because it's not like it's that loud. But it's the fact, like, if you're in the library and you wanted to, do some homework and listen to music, like, you really couldn't listen to it very loud because the whole library would hear
that's
you.
that's kind of important.
I guess it was made for gaming, so that's not a big thing with gaming. But if you're trying to use them for things other than gaming, it just didn't go very well.
I will say probably my next big purchase is going to be a mic. Because right now I'm using a Logitech webcam mic because it's just convenient because it's just on my laptop. Like I have a Snowball Ice, which is fine, but I've had it like for forever. I want to like spend $100 on a microphone. And I know conventional wisdom is to get a Blue Yeti. I know they're still fine, but there are better options in the $100 range, from what I understand. Like, a Blue Yeti is not terrible, but it's not, like, the standard anymore, from what I understand.
Yeah, I don't know. I got my mic for my birthday. It was fairly cheap, so... I don't know much about microphones just yet.
Yeah,
I figured a microphone is at the very least. You're already at subscriber level monetization. I'm still much lower, so I'm like, I feel like microphone is for a maybe this will actually bring in money type of thing.
Yeah. Like, the one I'm using now, it gives, like, okay quality, but it definitely could be better. Oh, the other thing is, I'm using a laptop, I only have so many ports. I need to get, like, an USB expander thing, like a hub. Like a USB-C powered hub. And then I can get another USB microphone. Because what I want to try and do is get a green screen sheet, put it behind my couch, and then I could have a better setup anyway. I'll tell you one thing though. My advice to you, Wooper, get yourself a ring light.
Well, I don't show my face, so.
Well, if you do end up showing your face, a ring light, like, you should have a 3-point lighting system. I use kind of like a 2-point. Like, I have a light behind me, and then I have a ring light that shows in my face. It helps so much having proper lighting. Oh god, that lighting is like one of the biggest things to help improve the quality of your streams.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've heard that. I know some people who like worked with acting, and they were like, "Oh yeah, it's super important." But I just don't show my face, so I don't have to worry. I'm currently in the dark right now. No one knows.
Be right back.
Wait, we're gonna say?
Said I gotta go. I'll be right back.
Alright. Yeah, so I'm trying to get all of my Pokemon to at least level 30. And then we'll try. But I know for sure I'm probably going to do some grinding with, because that friendship is going to be a grind for Eevee, because I'm doing it from scratch. Oh, Noctowl. Did somebody say Screecher? Screw you, Dave. Also, Dave, I'm sorry to say, but Screecher is actually going to be benched soon. We're going to switch it out for Wonderbat. Oh god, I just committed.
Screecher is needed elsewhere.
Yes. So I'm going to try and make a run at it just to see where I am. But I'm probably not going to make it. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. What sucks about Jasmine is it's just her, so there's no gym trainer to level up. Yes. Yes, exactly. And the thing is, oh, Taladia! Hey, man! Super Wonder for life. Maybe in Jared's universe, but in this universe, it's Wonderbat. Alright. I might be able to do this one. Maybe. I don't know. Magnemite, level 30.
Go, brain rot.
I'm only leading with it because you get a friendship boost for using a Pokemon in a gym. Alright. No. Alright. I don't think ground affects steel. Does it usually, Woopa? I think steel is weak to fire and fighting, I believe.
Let me see. I always forget because stuff has changed.
Yeah.
So like I could say, oh yeah, but then like, well, it is now, but not in Gen 2 or whatever.
See, 35. I'm like, I might be able to do this. Okay. Oh, it missed. Thank God.
Oh, it is weak to fighting, ground, and fire.
Fighting, ground, and fire? Okay.
Yeah.
We might have a chance.
You can do it.
Oh, shit.
That's
Alright.
immune to poison, but
Yeah, that's fine.
not very important.
Alright, so...
Put me in, coach. Oh.
Yep. Oh, God dang it. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's what I was worried about, was Iron Tail.
Son of a biscuit.
Alright. What's the typing for Steelix? Is it rock? Is it weak against water?
I think it's just it's steel and ground.
Alright. Alright, see how this works. Alright.
Not very effective.
I am a monster digging a hole, digging a hole. I think I have a revive. So since it's using Sunny Day, that actually powers up fire moves. So,
Hopefully you only need one more dig.
yeah, I just hope they don't use a potion. Alright! Alright, what's the comment saying?
Oh, let's go.
Woopa was clutch!
I'll be watching the
I did.
Wolverine tomorrow in time for movie night.
Hardcore Protege said Hyper Potion, Dig, and Ground and Steel. So the fighting move would also damage it. And David the Impaler said, cool that a lot of weak Pokemon from Gen 2 have been getting new evolutions lately.
Yeah.
I'm just happy we got Wooper, new Wooper. That's all I really care about. It's the only thing that matters.
Yeah. Alright, we gotta go to Goldenrod. Let's heal, and then, we're gonna bring out Wonder Bat. Alright, so, guys, I'm really sorry, but Creature is being booted.
Did someone say booted?
Fuck off. But in return, we are getting Wonder Bat!
A
Hooray!
soul for a soul. Perfectly balanced.
Ladies
as all
love the
things
golden
should
rod.
be.
God. Alright. Alright. Oh, I can't really. Okay. So I put the experience share on Zubat. It's going to level up probably pretty quickly. Alright, what's Hardcore Bunny saying?
I saw a new. Wait, what?
Yeah, it's the latest one.
What?
Read the comment.
No.
What the heck?
Actually, no, don't read that comment. Hey kids, we are an evil organization that doesn't use guns. I mean, they use Pokemon that's kind of like guns. What?
Yeah, I mean,
What? What do you think? This is Pal World or something?
yeah, I mean, in this universe, it's fair enough. Like, what would be scarier, like a pistol or just an angry Gyarados?
I mean, guns do exist in the Pokemon universe, so.
They do, but I don't know if they exist in the game universe, do they?
I'm not sure. Screechy will haunt your dreams. You see her in your subconscious, always taunting you. So speaking of supporting my stuff, Dave, have you had a chance to check out my Kickstarter yet? It's pretty cool. And if you're here, please make sure to like the video. It always is appreciated. Gyarados has yet to kill anyone. No, it's a government conspiracy. Gyarados has killed lots of people. Look how fast Wonder Bat's growing.
Oh no! Why would it grow?
Because Wonder Bat is the superior ship.
I want a helicopter.
I want a Wonder Bat. Oh, Arbok. Alright, this one's easy. So yeah, the plan is once we get the Earthquake TM, I'm gonna give it to Troopa. Oh my god, can you imagine how devastating that's gonna be? Troopa. Hello?
What's up?
Oh, I was talking about how, like, when I get the Earthquake TM, I'm gonna give it to Quagsire.
Oh snap!
That is gonna be
The earth shall tremble before me. Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, we need all the experience we can get right now, so I'm fighting everybody. We love being evil. Scared. You should be.
Just average conversation in a hot topic.
Alright, what can you catch up with the comments, please?
Oh, the only
Screecher
news-
will haunt your dreams. You see her in your subconscious, always taunting you. She tolerates no disrespect, says Dave the Impaler.
Oh god. What else? What are people saying? Keep going, Lug.
Well, Hardcore Bunny chimes in with, Pokemon are friends, not weapons. Did you learn nothing from the anime? Well, Gyrotis has yet to kill someone.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, technically, they could be both, right?
I mean, Red did
Okay,
kill
weapons.
Gary's Raticate.
Well, I
Brutal.
wasn't. I thought the Raticate was dead before, from other reasons.
Well, okay, so I'm sure you understand I'm referencing the fan theory because like you fight Gary on the SSN
On the SSN,
and then
he has a Raticate.
and then afterwards you never see it again. But when you see Gary at the Pokemon Tower, he says, "Have you ever lost a Pokemon?" The theory is he's mourning his Raticate.
And it's I believe that battle is the one right after the SSN,
I
and
think
he's
so.
really
Yeah.
there. And then suddenly no Raticate. Very interesting. How does that work?
Like I will say, there's some substance to the theory. Like there's a lot of circumstantial evidence, but I don't know. It's my headcanon.
We all know that Raticate went to fight in the war with Lieutenant Surge and never came back.
Oh
That's what
god,
it
I
is.
love how they just dropped that lore bomb on you and then never mentioned it again. So, what if the war that Surge is talking about is the AZ war?
The AZ war?
Yeah, Pokemon X and Y.
Oh, I haven't played that.
Oh.
I am behind on the 3DS generation.
Yeah, like I like the
I have
theory
one.
that like it's like, kind of like a post-war stuff because you notice how the only males in the world are either really young or really old.
Yeah. No, it was always very cool. I like that theory. I thought it would be fun.
What's that comment?
I know they
saying?
would never. Which one?
Any of them. Just catch up the comments, please.
Oh, Davey Impaler said, looking forward to Star Wars that isn't contaminated by the mouse.
Oh, yes. Yes, you're looking forward to getting lost in my kingdom, I hope.
Give Earthquake to a harder hitter, says Hardcore Bunny.
I mean, Woopa hits pretty hard. Plus, it's water ground, so it gets that stab.
The stab will stab some. I mean, what? In the game, of course.
Okay,
YouTube.
you know what stab is, right? Woopa, it's same type attack.
Same type attack boost. I know. I just wanted to say.
Yeah. I think Woopa is a great candidate for Earthquake.
And Dave the Impaler says, I say call him Dave.
Yeah.
Dave says, even in the anime, didn't Gyarados murder most of the people on the SSN?
Yeah.
Some may not have made it.
Yeah, we don't talk about that though.
Hardcore Bunny says that theory was debunked by the creator of Pokemon. I mean, that doesn't stop me from believing it, though.
Yeah, my headcanon says otherwise.
The purpose of the Raticate leaving was to show how cruel Gary is, removing members of his team on a whim in pursuit of the best and strongest instead of training them to be better. I would say that would be good if it wasn't one time, Like he saved like every other Pokemon that he had,
Yeah.
but just got rid of that one. And it's kind of like
And
I'm sure that's what they were trying to do, maybe, but I didn't
I'd
think
argue
does a good job.
Raticate is not the worst Pokemon in Gen 1. Because Hyper Fang is pretty good, and it obviously can use Hyper Beam. As a strictly normal type, it's actually not bad. Like, I would
Dave says,
Sorry, go ahead.
no, go on.
No, you talk.
Oh, I was gonna say, Dave said, red is a piece of poop. Blue/Gary was the real hero. Oak was an a-hole too.
Oh, that's
I don't know. I agree that sometimes Professor Oak, it's like, this is your grandson. You're kind of like, I know he's not the best, but you're kind of a jerk to him, and really nice to this random person.
I love I love the set, like the indication that this is anime theory, by the way, that Professor Oak and Delilah are in a relationship.
Oh,
You know, because like they're vacationing together, you know, kind of thing. It's like,
oh yeah,
here's a Pokemon. I need to go bang your mom.
yep. I love that.
Yeah.
But red is cool. Red is super cool.
Red caught them all.
Yeah.
Have you watched the Pokemon Origins anime?
No, but I need to.
Yes.
It's really good.
They even brought in the hand on your shoulder thing. Oh my god.
Yeah, they actually use I loved like the nurse joy says, here, your Pokemon are fighting fit. Like they actually use actual lines from the cartoon. And like the English dub too. The English translation. Which was really cool. Like there was a lot of love there. And I loved
I need to watch it.
And I loved how Red's team was like, oh, he gets a Hitmonlee, so he uses it in his team. Oh, he gets an Eevee, evolves into Jolteon. Like, it's very accurate to like how we would have played the game.
Mm-hmm. I really like. I know they would never do this because for obvious reasons, but I think it'd be funny / awesome. Is I just wish they had like a Lieutenant Surge. Just Lieutenant Surge when he's Sergeant Surge.
Did you guys ever watch that one Pokemon movie where they kind of sped run through the anime? Like the first half hour is just a recreation of episode 1, and then it's like an amalgamation of like the story beats of the anime mixed with like Marshtomp and stuff. Like they do Bye Bye Butterfree. They have like the Charizard stuff. It's actually kind of a good movie.
Which movie is that?
I can't remember exactly. I know, like, Nix, do you remember what it was? Like literally the first half hour of the movie is a shot for shot remake of the first episode of Pokemon. Like after that, it kind of does its own thing, but then hits upon like I said, Bye Bye Butterfree and the Charizard stuff. I like that they actually kind of give more context, like Charizard getting his butt whooped by an Infernape was actually kind of cool. And they also bring in a lot of the Ho-Oh stuff. I mean, it's like Marshtomp, so it's a more recent movie.
I mean, Marshtomp could be still a very old movie.
When was Marshtomp introduced? Like, was it Gen 6 or 7?
That's Gen 3.
Really?
Marshtomp is the second evolution of Mudkip.
No, it's a ghost type.
Well, then it's not Marshtomp.
Oh, God. Marshadow, I think it is. Just catch up the comments.
Oh, okay.
What are the comments saying?
Hardcore Bunny says, good luck getting a Hyper Fang off with its mid-speed. Raticate had subpar stats all around, nothing stats out.
You want to know
in the Japanese...
a Pokemon that was surprisingly OP in Gen 1 was Persian. Because Persian was really fast, and in Gen 1, speed was tied to crits. So with Persian, and plus it could learn like Slash and it had decent high attack. So Persian was actually kind of OP in Gen 1.
Oh yeah. Back when if you just were fast enough, everything was a crit.
Yeah, and what else is the comment saying?
Hardcore Bunny says in the Japanese anime it's implied that Oak has a thing for the single ladies, but Ash's mom rebuffs him with her ignorance of his advances.
Oh god. Ignorance or feigning ignorance?
Kabutops was a pro choice in the manga. Seriously, I wish Kabutops would return in the current meta.
Kabutops is a really cool Pokemon that never really got its due, in my opinion.
I just like Kabuto better. I know it's not better, but Kabuto looks like a friend.
Yeah. I mean,
Red had a psychotic break and just hangs around on a mountain, totally silent, staring at people and challenging them to battles.
well, when you catch them all, what is there left to do?
That's true. He has what's that Alexander wept for? He had no more worlds to conquer.
Yeah, and that's what I love about Gen 2. The final boss is you. That's what I like.
Twist.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Wow, talk about spoilers, dude. You're not cool.
Like that was if you want to talk about twists, that was actually one of my favorite things about Twitch Plays Pokemon. Like when they played Crystal. I don't know if you remember this. When they faced Red, the creator actually hacked in the team from Gen 1, and they're they're facing like Lord Helix, all like that team. How crazy was that? That was that was cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Any new comments?
Dave says in the Infernape is an interesting Pokemon. Primate literally gets so angry he dies and becomes ghost type. Yeah, Game Freak is just going through their emo phase. Like, what if they're like, oh hey Corsola, what if it was dead? Hey Zorua, what if it was dead? Hey,
I mean, to be fair,
hey Primate, what if it was dead?
To be fair, Pokemon was always an edgelord. I mean, remember how I said read Drowsy's Pokédex entries. Like we've always been talking about creepy Pokédex entries.
Yeah, but things have gotten out of hand.
All right, catch up with the comments.
It's also just Hardcore Bunny says in the canon, Red in the games was hunting a legendary Pokemon but lost, and he trained in the mountains where the toughest Pokemon are.
Oh, okay.
Dave says Red went insane because he thought there was only 251. Did he mean 151 Pokemon? And he caught them all, but then he kept discovering about 100 more every few years. He couldn't take the stress.
I like how the anime handles it, where it's like, oh god, how does that work? How the heck did that work? Like, I love, in the anime, it's like, it's not that there's new Pokemon, it's that he goes to a new region.
What was that?
I like how they handle, it's not that they discover new Pokemon, it's that they just go to a new region.
Yeah.
And I think even in the games, they kind of do it that, they kind of oh, you're not discovering new Pokemon, you're just going to a new region.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the games kind of addressed it by not addressing it.
Pretty much.
It's the point of, oh, it's normal. No big deal.
Yeah, I mean, in Gen 2, it's oh, Professor Oak discovered some new Pokemon. Johto's literally right next door. Also, a lot of Gen 2 Pokemon are only available in Kanto, so it's
Why are you... Oh, look, it's Balba.
Look, Professor Oak's just not very good at his job.
He's too busy banging Delilah.
No, he's trying. He's just not getting anywhere with her.
Yeah, he's got her Mr. Mime. You know, if I really wanted to write like a really messed up, like really edgelord stuff, I'd have it revealed that Ash is half Pokemon and Mr. Mime is actually his father. Oh god, oh god.
We don't need that.
We do not. What have I brought into the world? I am bad. I am very bad. Nothing. Wait. Oh, okay. I was like, why hasn't learned Bite yet? Alright. Read the comments, please.
Red's crippling OCD was both a blessing and a curse. She has Mr. Mime and a jar. Oh, she has Mr. Mime and a jar of peanut butter.
Oh,
Says
God.
Dave.
Why? Why? You guys are just sick. You're a bunch of sick fricks.
Or a can of silly string.
Either or, I guess. Alright, so 31, it learns Flame Wheel. Okay. Wonder Bat is growing. Actually... Should evolve into Golbat soon, I think. Nice. Alright, what's the comment saying?
Dave says maybe she found a new use for rare candies. You've really done it with this one, Nick.
Yeah, I've opened the floodgates. I have only myself to blame.
You fool! You see what you've done?
Oh wow, Kanto is trending on YouTube or on Twitter.
Kanto?
Yeah,
Like the Pokemon region or the Japan region?
as in the Pokemon live-action show at Netflix is reportedly still in development. The show will focus on the character Red.
Okay.
Oh no! What are they
have
gonna
you
do to
have you
my
guys
boy?
seen the Pokemon Concierge show? It is actually
Yes.
It's actually surprisingly good.
I love that show. That's true. I
It
do
is
love that
way
show.
too short though. It is way too short.
There's 4 episodes, right? 4 episodes?
It's not
Or was it
even
6?
2 hours. All episodes are not even 2 hours.
No, it was so short, and I was like, "This is the most adorable thing ever." It's all
It's
I blame Paul Rudd.
It's
Paul Rudd's
beautiful,
fault.
like stop motion animation. Like they took.
Oh, the stop motion is great.
The story is great.
The-
Like I love how it's about taking care of Pokemon. It's not about Pokemon battling. Like I like that show.
I love that show. I'm mad. I think honestly, I think a big part of it. It's weird because Pokemon like they announced it during a direct, not a direct. Presents. You know,
Yeah.
basically a direct.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, this is cool. Like, what are they gonna do with it? And then they like proceed to pretend it doesn't exist.
And then there's
It's
the other
like,
thing.
what do you?
It's like so they released Detective Pikachu. It's actually legit a good movie. Like they did
Yes.
it.
It was.
They freaking did it. They actually made a good Pokemon movie, and then they never
And the
followed
animation.
it up.
Yeah, and the animation of that was great.
And the other thing is like,
I thought it was
do you,
it was the perfect start to the Smash Bros. Cinematic universe. Too.
Have
Well,
you-
not the start. I guess that was the
Smash-
second one.
Yeah, like they probably will eventually do that. I think. Like,
That would be. Oh gosh.
it just makes me mad. Like, do you ever watch any like the animated? Like, sometimes they'll drop like animated shorts of Pokemon on YouTube, and some of them are actually like really good.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
No, I love.
I love the Pokemon world
I
because
love
it's so vast. There's so many stories you can tell.
Yeah, and I love that Pokemon Concierge. Like I am mad that it's like so short, and I think a lot of it is maybe I'm just making up stuff, but I think a lot of it is like Fall World, in the sense of like not like just directly from Paul World, but it's the fact of like Paul World did so good.
I mean,
And it's like,
Concierge
look at-
came out before Power World, by the way.
Oh yeah, the whole development of that was just complete absurdity. Like there's bound to be a what's the word?
Oh,
Like
here's
a-
the thing about Power World.
Biopic. I could see a biopic being made out of Power World's development.
Here's the thing about Power World. We have not actually felt the effects of Power World, like Nintendo's, because Nintendo had to release a statement that said, "Yes, we are aware of Power World. Please, for the love of God, stop sending us messages. We know."
Mm.
Oh,
I just think like Fall World is so. I don't know. I haven't played it. I just see it stuff. And it's like,
see all
well,
the ICs for a version, and yeah, the gameplay loop, it's pretty engaging. I fully understand why it kicked off. Because it like sometimes games come out that fill a need that nobody knew existed, and that's what I think Power World was. I think like yes, there was also
I feel like it filled a need that many people knew existed. That was, I mean, it's no secret that people have basically, people have been shouting from the rooftops, "We need Pokemon but darker," for the last like decade.
well, I wouldn't say not necessarily Pokemon Darker, but different Pokemon experiences, because the spin-offs do really well. Like, look at how popular Legends Arceus was. Like,
Yeah,
and like new Pokemon Snap. People actually, like, it didn't like set the world on fire, but it was actually a really good game, like very well done.
no, I love Legends Arceus, and I'm just saying like, Paul World was kind of finally someone did it essentially. Like I
Yeah.
don't think it was a surprise that someone made something similar to that.
I mean, let's be
It
honest.
was kind of a surprise how good it did.
I mean, let's be honest. The whole Pokemon with guns idea—that is $1 million idea right there. Like, it's just such evocative. Pokemon with guns. Like, it perfectly describes Power World. And it's just simple.
It's like
and evocative.
Pokemon with guns.
Just
I get that. And I know.
read the comments. Go read the comments there. Look.
Got the Impaler with all, Detective Pikachu was great. Hopefully this Netflix series is in the same style. A prequel to Detective Pikachu.
That would
The
be
new
interesting.
Pokemon Legends game is set to release in late 2025.
Yeah, the AZ
Pokemon
one.
might be the only game franchise in the world where fans are happy if it releases later than expected.
Yeah. I hope, I hope Game Freak is learning their lesson.
We'll see. They still haven't hired more people. That's what they need to do.
See, my thing
They
is...
are.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I'm saying, like, if you look at the size of their studio, like, I can here. You say what you. Well, I'll get like the exact numbers.
See, the thing
Let's
is,
just
like,
make it-
oh, Game Freak's a poor independent studio. I'm sorry, Pokemon is literally the highest grossing IP in the world in history. It literally makes it makes more money than some countries. Like, there is no reason why these games should be as bad as they are. You know. I don't know. But yeah, Detective Pikachu.
I get you.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was saying I get the anger, the upset.
Like, Detective Pikachu is really good. My favorite thing they did, though, was the subtle connection to Pokemon the first movie, where it said, oh, Mewtwo was last spotted on Cinnabar Island, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah, no, I think that was cool. No, what I was gonna say is, so I was looking at this, and I think this is one of the biggest issues. Because I know we talk about, oh, they pump games out, and I think that is somewhat a problem. But I think the biggest thing is, like, so 343 Studios,
Okay.
which I'm pretty sure just makes Halo, right? Like, that's all they do, really?
I think so, yeah.
All they do is Halo. They make a game every now and again. They have, according to this, they have, I lost it, but they have like 450 employees.
Okay.
Game Freak, which makes pretty much only Pokemon, but they make some other things every now and again.
Uh-huh.
But like the biggest, like you said, the most profitable franchise ever, they have 207 employees as of this year.
Yeah.
There's no reason, like, they are, like, I think that's the thing of, like, they are making, like, not even, like, a AAA, I think you could almost say, like, a quadruple A franchise.
I don't want to
with
do
the
this. Let's not do quadruple A. That is such a nebulous term. I don't want to deal with that one.
The point is, it's one of the biggest, I mean, it's not, it's the upper echelon of AAA franchises,
in terms
and they
of,
have
like, IP value, it is top dog.
Yeah. But they have a studio that's set up for, like, kind of mid-tier.
Yeah.
Not mid-tier, because
Well,
you can still get great games out of that. But, like, that kind of production. And there's no excuse. Like, why would you have that when you know you're making a game every year and it's gonna do crazy?
Here's the problem. Is Pokemon Scarlet is a AAA game made on a AA like it's a AAA game, but it feels like a AA game. Like, it feels kind of like a really good Eurojank game, if you really think about it. Like Pal World, as it is very janky, but it actually runs better than Scarlet and Violet. That's the rub. Catch up on the comments, please.
Dave says it was because the Pokemon Company tried to schedule game releases with regular merchandise and anime rollouts.
Yeah.
True. Somewhat. Also the big thing, it wasn't even that. I would say
it was to a point. That there's truth in that.
No, there is some, but it's not. I think it's even like the Pokemon Company. They were talking about over half of Pokemon's revenue stream is just like merchandise.
I mean, that's not wrong. I've read statistics like that. Yeah.
But yeah, they were saying like the reason, like, I mean, besides the fact that these Switch games, I know you can say like Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet both sold.
I mean,
really
all
well.
the Pokemon games sold. I think Arceus sold like what 10, 11 million.
Right, but I'm saying like I think Sword
and Shield
I
sold
think
20
Violet.
million. 20 million.
It sold the second most besides the original.
Yeah.
And I don't know what Scarlet and Violet is, but I assume it's going to be more.
Yeah, they sold well. Basically, we can guarantee that.
But I'm saying like, so that does well, but also just the fact that how many sales did Sword and Shield produce just by having Wooloo. Because it's cute. That's all. Like, you need those cute Pokemon. That's going to drive the merchandise sales.
Yeah.
And that's what makes them the money in the end. And I think that's what they really care about, which kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Even though I'm here buying the merchandise, so I get it. But,
And Pokemon
I think,
is a
like, that's-
merchandise machine. Let's not split hairs here.
Oh.
Like the card game,
And they make good-
like the card game is vastly successful. The point is, the games, while they are some of the best-selling games ever, when it comes to like the overall like pie of Pokemon, are just a part of it. Maybe a large part, but they're just a piece of a whole.
Mhm.
And that's kind of the point we're
I
getting
will
to here.
say, for what it's worth, Pokemon merchandise is usually fairly solid, like both in quality and like price.
Yeah, like I think
Like-
Pokemon does a really good job of balancing nostalgia with moving forward. That being said, I do think they like there is a overemphasis on Gen 1. But at the same time, that's what sells. Because my thing is, I always actually kind of love to go into the toy section and then look at the plushies of the Pokemon they have available. Like, I always like to look at, okay, which Pokemon are they empathizing? And you'll see it's like 40% Gen 1 and then 60% everything else. But there's always newer Pokemon mixed in with the old stuff. So you'll see there's Bulbasaur, Charmander, Bunnelby, Zorak, Togepi, even if they do emphasize Gen 1 and 2, they still bring in the new stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of random guys. Hardcore Bunny asked, "What's your favorite Pokemon type?" His is Poison because it's a great stall type.
Yeah, that makes sense. Hardcore, you were very toxic. Mine's Steel. I love Steel types.
I think Water's my favorite. Shocker.
Yeah, yeah, very much.
It's all. I feel like 90%, not 90%, but so much of the cute Pokemon are water types, and as I grow older, I just like cute Pokemon.
That's fair. For me, the reason I love Steel is, for one, they all look really cool, and a lot of my favorite Pokemon, like Scizor and whatnot, are Steel types. Let's see here. And also, adding Steel to a Pokemon always makes it better. It's just a really great type.
Dave says Gen 1 will always be the most iconic.
Unfortunately, yes.
Unfortunately,
Yeah. I'm a Gen 2 fan. I've said that very many times. But yeah, as much as we try and fight it. Alright. Gen 1 will always be the bit maybe 30 years from now, when all the people who are nostalgic for Gen 1 are dead.
are dead. How old do you think they are?
I don't know, but read the freaking comments.
Hardcore Bunny said, Zorak, you're watching Space Ghost Coast to Coast?
Isn't it that shadow type Pokemon or whatever?
It's Rourke.
Whatever, frick off. Read the comments.
Dave says, unfortunately, boo this man.
Boo.
And he also says, his favorite are Fire and Psychic.
Oh, those are good types. I always like when it comes to like starters. I always tend to go with fire myself. That's what I lean to. Sometimes I do other ones, but usually it's a fire type.
I believe I'm perfectly balanced between. Currently, I'm perfectly balanced between grass, water, and fire.
One thing that I would like is I'd like a Pokemon game with like a different type trinity as the starters. That's how I would mix it up.
Well, it's called Pokemon Coliseum, so it's only 2, not 3.
One thing I actually liked about Legends Arceus was that they pulled Pokemon from different gens, kind of fan favorites, but you know, like for the and then they gave them new final forms. I thought that was cool. Like Typhlosion getting a gas, being fire gas was actually really cool.
I didn't like the Typhlosion one as much, actually. I picked Cyndaquil. I don't know why. It just looked like it was high. I was like, okay. I don't know. It was just like, alright, dude.
Quagsire looks pretty big, bro.
No, he just looks like. I can't say that. He just looks silly. Like he looks like what was Bucky saying?
Wooper.
It looks like he needs a helmet.
Wooper looks like he got into the good stuff.
No, Wooper looks like he doesn't have a single thought in his head.
No,
he was just born like that. I mean, that's what unaware is. He's just Wooper's so stoned he can't tell.
Yeah.
He's just on fire. He's like, it's kind of warm in here, bro.
Yeah. Do a sacrifice. Alright, any more comments?
Oh, nothing's come in.
Oh, that's weird. Wow, for alligators using water gun, I thought he'd use something else. Alright. Alright, Tron. Oh, wow. Oh, crap. Oh, I gotta paralyze him. That's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, for alligator rage, it can actually be pretty dangerous. Oh wow, that took a lot. Alright. Alright, Magnemite. Lava, it is your turn. Any new comments?
Not right now.
Okay. But yeah, I think one of the reasons why Pokemon is so successful is that it's just a very well managed IP, in my opinion. Like, I think the people at the House Down have done a very good job of curating things.
Yeah, they've done a pretty good job of, like, keeping the whole thing relevant.
Yeah.
Because like I think there's a thing I don't know how much of this is just circumstantial or part of a bigger thing, but like my siblings don't really care about Star Wars that much. Like they liked Baby Grogu, and that happened, but like they're not paying attention to much.
I
really.
mean, the thing is, Star Wars basically, they kind of made the same mistake that comics did, is they basically skipped, at least like 2.5 generations. Like they completely skipped Gen Z. A lot of millennials kind of care about comics, and Gen Alpha doesn't care. So it's like, but they care about manga.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with Star Wars. That's why a lot of them, like, you need to bring them in when they're young, kind of thing. And Pokemon, I think, does a really great job of having different things for different age ranges. Like they don't just cater to their older fans, but at the same time, they don't forget them either. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of brands focus on one segment or another, but Pokemon hits all the age ranges.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I was saying. Like my siblings, I don't know how much this is their older brother. Is just big into Pokemon, so he introduced it to him. But like, I don't think it's just that because like they're trading Pokemon cards at school. They're all getting the new game still, so it's like it's still very relevant for Gen Alpha.
And then Wonder Bat's evolving, everybody. All right, Dave.
Oh snap!
And that's the thing. Like, basically, the parents of the kids playing Pokemon cards, they probably did that at school when they were kids. So like, they see their kid play. Like, it's one of those things that's like, oh hey, I'll get you some packs of Pokemon cards. Oh hey, there's Pikachu. Oh, there's a Pokemon I don't know. Oh, so these are the new Pokemon. Oh, those designs are weird, but hey, whatever,
Yep.
It's because parents want to share what they loved as kids with their kids, and Pokemon is a perfect IP to do that. Because it's perfectly set up for that.
I think and it has. I think it's done a good job of allowing like a broad range of enjoyment.
Exactly.
Like I think one thing that Marvel, like the MCU, did do well is like it got a lot of like casual fans.
Yeah, I mean they kind of squandered that goodwill sense, but yeah.
They have now, but like for a while they had that.
See, the thing is, Marvel is to Gen Z what Star Wars is to Gen X and Millennials. That's the thing you gotta realize. The MCU.
How so? Like what?
The MCU is modern. Like the way that like Gen X and older Millennials talk about Star Wars is how a lot of Gen Zers talk about the MCU. Like.
Like saying it's gone downhill,
or like no, talk to like nostalgia or like what it means to them, or like just engagement.
Well, I think maybe, but I think a lot of Gen Z. I'm Gen Z. I'm like one of the oldest Gen Z. Most Gen Z are like either just getting into college or like still in. Like my sister's Gen Z and she just started high school.
Well, I'm elder millennial, so like I ride the line between Gen X and millennial. So I'm on the like. I know how you feel. Like you kind of ride like the Gen Z millennial line. I'm on the opposite end. I ride the line between Gen X and millennial. So.
No, I get that. Like I'm right on the edge. I kind of think of it as like, what am I thinking of? No, they still care. It's just, I think a lot of Gen Z, it kind of, the height of the MCU is when they're like in middle school.
Yeah, and that's prime nostalgia time. And that's
kind of. I guess I don't know. I'm just thinking like.
It's like what they say. The best Zelda game is the one you played when you're 12 years old, and that's what I'm getting at.
That was Link's crossbow training. I agree.
Oh God! Read the read the freaking comments, sir. That is your punishment. Is every time you cringe, I make you read the comments.
Gen Alpha says, not Gen Alpha. Brown Destroyer says, oh gosh, Gen Alpha and Gen Z only cares about games, movies, TikTok. I don't think that they care that much about movies. I'll say that.
And I know nothing, so I can't speak on it. Like I can speak on millennials because I'm a millennial myself, but I know nothing about Gen Alpha. I know a little bit about, like, I've interacted with a lot of Gen Zers, but I have no authority to speak on Gen Alpha or Gen Z, so I'm going to take myself completely out of that conversation.
I know I have exactly 6 Gen Alpha siblings, so I kind of get.
Yeah, I know a bunch of Zoomers, you know, but like I know no Gen Alpha, so I cannot speak to any of that. So
I mean, at this point, unless you're related to them, if you know Gen Alpha, we're gonna have to sit you down, have a heart to heart. Like, sir, what are you doing?
I mean, if you're related to them or you help sire them.
Right? Yeah. That's the only time you should be talking.
Like my son is Gen Alpha, and I'm gonna like we do this or that. Like, okay, that's fair, you know. God, why did you go there, sir?
Oh, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Read
like,
the freaking
it's a good thing. Middle schoolers are when you get impact on impressionable kids.
Yeah, that is true. Because like for me, middle school was like the prequels. Like the prequels are coming out during my middle school era. Because I had middle school from '99 to '02, so that's basically episode 1 and episode 2, and then episode 3 came out in high school. So prime time. Because the thing is, millennials, for a lot of them, the prequels are their Star Wars. That's why you.
Yeah.
That's why. I feel like we would have gotten the reevaluation of the prequels even without the sequel trilogy, but I think the sequel trilogy kind of hastened, like, the reevaluation, because a lot of people who grew up with the prequels, are they are they the best movies ever? No, but they're endearing. There's kind of a heart to them. And let's be honest.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. The original trilogy isn't perfect.
Yeah.
Like, before the prequels came out, Return of the Jedi, people talked about Return of the Jedi the way that we talked about the prequels. You know, they made fun of the Ewoks and all that stuff. So let's not pretend.
Yeah.
Like Return of the Jedi wasn't the black sheep before the prequels came out.
Mm-hmm. I think that's the thing. That's always a thing, because they do that with The Hobbit. I don't know what your opinion on this is, but like ever since Rings of Power came out, people are like, "See, The Hobbit movies weren't so bad." Which I'm kind of like, I still think they suck, but
I saw the first 2 in theaters. The original trilogy is better, but they're not travesties of cinema. They're at least watchable. In my opinion.
I watched the first one in cinema, and I didn't watch the other 2, so that's my more or less opinions on that.
I remember sitting in a theater, like I know the story of The Hobbit, and I was like midway through it.
Yes.
Like it was like they were in Rivendell, and I kind of and I basically decided, you know what, I'm gonna watch this as if it's a original story set in Middle Earth. Like basically, I'm not even gonna treat this like an adaptation of The Hobbit. It's just a original story. And you know what? As an original story, it's not terrible.
Maybe that's my mistake. I don't know.
Well, for me, a lot of times, if you just reframe how you watch a movie, like for example, if you watch the Street Fighter movie from the '90s as a straight action movie or an adaptation of Street Fighter, it's atrocious. But if you watch it as a well-meaning, like, satire parody of Street Fighter action comedy, suddenly becomes the funniest movie ever. Like, if you just watch Street Fighter and like they're intentionally trying to make a action comedy, it is freaking hilarious! Have you lost your mind? No. You've lost your balls. Like, I'm sorry, I defend Street Fighter, because as an action comedy, it is a masterpiece. As an action comedy. Alright, we got a Brown Destroyer in the comments. Read the comments, sir.
Is Disney Star Wars anyone's Star Wars, or is it only bots and Twitter and Reddit?
Normies. That's like normies and trend chasers. That's who adopted the sequel trilogy. And once they move on, Disney's in trouble. That's basically all that's keeping Star Wars alive is normies. You know.
Mm-hmm.
That's all there is for Star Wars now. So like, if you go and look at like Star Wars TikToks, it's all normies and trend chasers. Like, I don't think the Rey movie is gonna come out. I think that's just like a desperate cash grab or whatever. The Mandalorian one might come out, but like the Rey movie is not gonna come out. I guarantee you.
You don't think it'll be the bestest ever?
Excuse me while I laugh on the inside.
But laugh on the outside, but cry on the inside.
No, I'm laughing on the inside, crying on the outside. You get your.
Okay. Sorry, my apologies, sir.
It's okay.
No, I kind of see that. I think a lot of the thing about The Hobbit, and this was specifically like the first one,
Yeah.
because obviously I didn't watch the other ones. Just some of the CGI was just like, wow, this is terrible.
Yeah.
And I know that's not a Hobbit unique thing, and there are moments. And it's not like the CGI in the original trilogy was perfect, you know.
But also, the original trilogy came out 2000, like 2001, 2002, 2003. So I give it a little bit of a pass to a degree.
There's that, and also just, and this is personally for me, it's like I feel like the moments where the CGI was like truly bad and took you out were kind of few and far between.
Yeah.
Where with The Hobbit, there were like multiple parts where you're like, whoa, okay, what did I just watch?
Fair enough. What's the comment saying?
Argo Bunny says Disney already used up much of the good material in Marvel Comics, and Disney totally effed up Star Wars beyond repair. If you actually talk to the younger generation, many of them like retro anime stuff, so you know what's gonna be the next fad.
Oh, they're already trying to make like anime adaptations a thing, but like they're failing so badly. I don't think that's gonna be.
They've been trying for a while.
I think video game adaptations are gonna be the next big thing. I think that's very clear at this point because they pretty much cracked the code when it comes to video game adaptations, in my opinion.
You want to know here my hot take? If you would like to hear it, and if you don't like to hear it, I'm still gonna say it. So,
Oh god.
yeah. No, I think like a lot of like the next thing is just gonna be like video games.
Yeah.
Like not even adaptations, just the fact that like I think we're in a period of transition where in 30 years, maybe that's too long. But like once Gen Z and Gen Alpha become like the target demographic, obviously movies aren't going away.
I disagree.
But I think they're going to be clear second fiddle.
I think here's the thing. I think right now they're still targeting the Gen Xers, because Gen Xers are basically, they're the parents and the grandparents right now. And once they're kind of starting to target like millennial nostalgia more, which is like 90s and 2000 stuff. We got a ways to go before we actually, like, Disney actually makes a legit Kim Possible movie. Before we get it's gonna be at least another 10, 15 years before we get a Generator Rex or Code Lyoko. I'm just naming off 2000 stuff that I know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I get that. I think what I'm saying though is like my siblings and their friends, like, yeah, they'll watch movies. It's not like it doesn't exist. But like my cousins they got their fancy gaming PC so they can play all this stuff. My siblings, they're not asking, "Hey, can we watch TV?" You know, can you turn on the TV and watch TV? They're saying, "Hey, can we play on the Switch?"
Okay.
You know,
I
know that always.
Let me kind of make a comparison. 80s or 90s, basically as a teenager, you were in your garage all summer, tinkering on a classic car that you bought for $200. You souped it up. Nowadays, that same activity is computers, like fixing up classic cars. Now it's fixing up, like, having your own custom gaming rig.
I guess I just really think a lot of it is. First of all, what games can do now is different than what games could do.
Well, the other thing with
like
games
20
is
years ago.
we are kind of reaching the point where, the progress of game graphics is slowing down. Like, we have reached the limits of Moore's law.
Yeah.
All right, what's the comment saying?
Disney Brown says Disney uses bots to praise their controversial contents under Hamada. Warner Brothers also did that.
Okay. Brown, I get what you're saying, but just to kind of let you know, Hamada was under Warner Brothers. He was a DC guy. He hasn't been there for a couple of years. Just to let you know. All right, what's the chat saying?
The only company that has hope of making the next MCU for video games is Nintendo. Gen X had its moment in the sun. Let's be honest, today's franchise for young people are being effed over by woke agendas.
Yeah.
The next big franchise like he's a lot in a row. Next big franchises like Steven Universe and Ben 10 were forever effed by bad writers, killing all future interests.
Yeah, we're not getting a live-action Steven Universe movie in 2040. That's not happening.
Brown says Gen Z and Gen Alpha watch lots of Netflix, Amazon. They watch movies, series
Twitch.
from there. They don't watch TV.
Also, Twitch is also we have to bring Twitch into this conversation because Twitch celebrities are basically like we gotta realize people like, you know, Pokemon. I don't want to name I don't want to name too many names because they are modern day celebrities. Like they are the modern day movie stars.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hands down.
No, I think that's true. I just think a lot of, like, most of my siblings don't watch a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, like, that's the thing.
Most of my cousins don't watch a lot of this stuff.
Here's the thing. If you sat down your Gen Alpha people, they could tell you who Mr. Beast is. They could tell you who a lot of those people are. But you ask them, who's Han Solo? You know, a lot of people wouldn't be able to say that.
I think a lot of, and I think there absolutely is a ton of like Twitch and YouTube. I just also think that's kind of, I know it's not the same, but like that's kind of a replacement in and of itself.
Yeah, it's a replacement for TV.
Same with
TV.
Same with TikTok.
Yeah.
Like instead of like a lot of that short form videos, instead of watching this, 2-hour movie, I'm gonna spend 2 hours scrolling on TikTok. Yeah, or I'm gonna spend, I'm gonna watch like 2 big YouTube videos, or I'm gonna watch one stream.
Because I can tell you from experience, like let's say you're out and about, and your friend goes to the bathroom, so you have like 10 minutes to kill. I'll just whip out my phone and start going through Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts, because that's a great way to kill 10 minutes if you're just out and about. Just scroll through them.
And I'm not particular. I watch some short form. I don't watch a ton of short form, but like I know some people I talk to. We're not even talking, Gen Z. We're talking like my coworkers who are Gen X or millennials. The amount of time they spend on TikTok is kind of concerning. Which is fine. It's just like,
I mean, given the numbers,
it's just like
a lot of TikToks get, I believe it.
Yeah, I think you could look at us, and most of us would be like, oh yeah, it's a fun thing to pass the time. But for, I think, a fair number of people, like, that's the main event.
I mean, let's just take literally what we're doing right now. We're doing a YouTube live stream. We have people in the chat that we're talking to. where there are people who are watching us right now. Hey guys, if you're watching this, put T's in the chat. just whatever.
That's
You know,
that's
literally
in the
what we're
chat
doing
for
right
Burglar
now. We are,
Duncan.
you know, what's the chat saying?
Hardcore Bunny said, "Look at Avatar after Korra. They can't bank on nostalgia since they ruined the canon. Canon is key. How many franchises maintain a pristine canon free of political influence?"
Well, the problem is when a franchise is led by like one person or a group of people who actually care, then it's fine. Like, look at Star Wars under George Lucas. Was it perfect? No, but it was decently well managed. Like George Lucas.
I mean, I think
like you asked George Lucas about like Kip Duran from the Jedi Academy trilogy. He'd be like, who? You know. But he helped manage that stuff. He helped, you know. But the problem is, when you sell out, and you bring in people who literally don't care, they're trying to make money, that's what happens.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that too is just something that's made badly by someone who cares is usually better than something that's made okay by someone who doesn't care.
The Star Wars prequels are the perfect example of that. Because are they good movies? Debatable, at best. But were they made with care? Yes.
Yeah, and
By the way, I am terrible at this section, guys. So, what's the comment saying?
Hardcore Bunny says Pokimane is an interchangeable ho. I don't know if some words are okay for YouTube or not. Whose audience are dumb people.
I mean,
and twins.
They're not wrong.
No, that's true.
But I was just using, like, I don't know, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really know many Twitch streamers. I was gonna name someone, I was gonna, like, talk about...
I do!
Oh, okay, Lug. There is a whole section of content creation that we have not touched upon that you just happen to be a subject matter expert for. So, Lug, please tell us about VTubers.
Oh,
do you have even the slightest idea how little that narrows it down?
Okay, because Wooper, Lug is actually, like, he's actually pretty well ingrained in the VTuber community. So if we want to ask anyone about VTubers, Lug is actually the expert to ask. So
yeah, it's so weird how it just crashed into me out of the blue.
Yeah.
Late March. It's just out of the blue. Just suddenly a ton of them started following me. I'm like, okay, this is something I need to pay attention to.
So look,
it was kind of funny to watch, honestly.
Yeah. Like, even I'm starting to follow some of them. Like, I don't know, because, like, I don't get into VTubers, but from what I've watched, they are insanely charming. Like, just watching them, like, they have, like, really nice personalities. Like, obviously they do, like, a lot of the hyper, like, ooh, cutesy, mo kind of stuff, but...
No way.
No. This ain't The Simpsons.
Hi! I'm looking for Amanda Hug and Kiss! I'm looking for Amanda Hug and Kiss here!
Is that a VTuber?
Oh, God. But no, Lug, where do you think VTubers fit into this equation?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Wooper, help me out.
I mean, VTubers, I don't know as much, but I think that's a much bigger, like, it's more, like, VTubers have more personality than most real YouTubers. This is because my siblings will show me, like, oh, we're watching this. They are currently playing a bunch of Fortnite.
Yeah, I can't wait for the
but
Fortnite.
They'll show me.
I can't. Okay. Quick tangent. I cannot wait for the Fortnite fad to be over because that's gonna have such a knock-on effect. Because Epic is really disrupting the game industry, and they're being bankrolled by the Fortnite money. Once the Fortnite money runs out, it's gonna be really interesting. And I just wanted to say that.
It's interesting. At the same time, I mean, I'm shocked it's lasted this long.
Me too. Me too.
I'd like to see Unreal 3.
You mean Unreal?
The game. The game.
Unreal
No,
5.
the game, as in the
Unreal
game, not the engines.
I just want to
Tournament?
see, like, I know they were developing a new Unreal Tournament, and then they canceled it, and that makes me mad.
Yeah, there's tournament, but I'm talking about the original when they were like actual campaign adventures.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. But continue, please.
I don't
it's
know
just
what I'm
the YouTube.
continuing. You were
Oh, no,
saying
like, just
something
the
about
YouTubers.
VTubers, and then you started going on tangents.
The YouTubers.
Wait.
that
Before
make-
we go any further, Hardcore Bunny says actually FNAF has a future, a nostalgic properties future. Yeah, like the whole 2000s.
That's one way to put it.
I think so.
I think the only potential wrench is the left wants to demonize FNAF because the owner is based, and so like they tried to cancel him, but they couldn't.
The only reason they tried to cancel him was because he's Christian. I think that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard
I
of.
think he donated to Trump or something. I don't.
He donated. Yep.
Which
He
is
did.
funny because
That's-
like even companies
and-
like Disney did too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very silly, but that's all it takes.
There's a new FNAF game out, by the way.
Oh. I mean, to be
Do you
fair-
have even the slightest idea how little that narrows it
Yeah,
down?
because there's like a there's like a new FNAF game that comes out like every 5 minutes. So
No,
Oh,
but
I
I mean,
guess.
like, there's a lot of fan games that come out, but this is like an actually officially licensed, like, called Into the Pit or Into the Pit, something like that. I'm watching Markiplier play it. It's actually not terrible. It's like 2D pixel art kind of looking.
Did,
It's not horrible. It's actually got a lot of new, different mechanics. It's more like a mini RPG, not RPG really, but it's got kind of some of those mechanics.
didn't the FNAF movie actually do kind of decent?
Yeah, well, it actually did a lot better than I thought it would.
It.
Like, dear God.
I think it depends what you mean by. It did do decent. I guess it just depends what you mean by decent. Like, are you
like
talking about
money-wise.
overall?
Like money.
Are you saying like profit percentage or like just overall, like in general to other movies?
From like just in general for the movie itself, because like a movie that costs $20,000 to make, that makes $1 million, is a heck of a lot better than a movie that costs $1.5 million to make and then makes $3 million. If you get what I'm saying.
I didn't
Yeah.
watch it, but I think it's kind of cool that the movie that they went and asked a couple of YouTubers to show up in it.
Yeah, apparently
Like,
was Matt Pat in it? Like I know they asked him.
Yeah, he was in it briefly, I think. He was a waiter at a restaurant from what I heard from everyone else. But they had Corey Kenshin playing a cab driver in it. And it's kind of funny because after the movie, he kind of just popped off of YouTube, never said a word. And now I think he might be coming back, which...
Wasn't Markiplier
Like, everyone's
in
like-
it? Or like
No, they asked him, but he was busy making his own movie, Iron Lung.
Oh, yep, Iron Lung.
Yeah, so he'll
Also
probably
based
be in the
on-
sequel or something, I imagine.
If he's not doing his own project.
FNAF made $300 million at the box office, which is
What
pretty
was its
solid.
budget?
Its budget was $20 million.
Oh, it was successful. It was successful.
That's why I'm saying, like, if you say 300 million, you're like, oh, that's decent, and then you say its budget was 20 million, you're like, oh, that's excellent.
Yeah.
Well,
Sorry.
I think the most interesting thing is that it was a movie that was made for the fans, not people just getting, oh, I don't know what this is, never seen the games, blah blah. No, it was made for the fans.
Yeah, like
Well, in a thing,
it was
you
also.
kind of
I
get
think,
that
it was, I
with
think it was
like,
made for the fans, but also like if you're not a fan, you can still enjoy it, kind of thing.
You kind of can,
Yeah.
I guess.
but I think a lot of it too is like, you know, I mean, Mario movie, Nintendo was very heavily involved with that.
Oh god, like Nintendo dodged a freaking bullet because you know they wanted to make the movie about Peach, make her girl boss. Nintendo's like, no.
And they kind of did
Yeah.
in the end of it, which is upsetting to me because they made her seem more like Daisy than Peach.
It could have been a lot worse than Nyx, that's the point.
Yeah.
Like, I get what you're saying,
But
like, yeah, they did make her a bit girl bossy, but knowing how much worse it could have been, I'll take what I'm getting.
So, honestly,
I think a lot of the similarities is like Scott Cawthon like signed off like that he made like they brought him a bunch of scripts apparently of like or like rough drafts of like, hey, we want to do these, what do you think? And he was like apparently he saw the one that they had and he's like, I want you guys to do this one, and they did. So it's like the fact that they actually are including the creator, you know, two movies that did really well for video games, and the similarity is they actually involved the creator of the video game in the decision process.
My thing is, I just get tired of they do an adaptation, and the first thing they say is like, oh, we're not gonna look at the source material. Like, for example, they're doing a Yakuza show, you know, like the Sega games, you know, like the video game Yakuza. And they said, oh, we're not going to play the video games. We want to do our own thing. We don't want to taint ourselves. Like, oh my god, I want to slap some of these people. Dear god. Like, it just...
People who did Borderlands apparently didn't watch play the games, I think.
So we're going to cover...
You can tell that from the casting.
We are going to talk about that on the Friday Night Frenzy this week, so that's their advertisement. I'll just say my problem with Borderlands was... They're too old. Like, the minute I saw the woman who's playing Lilith, like, Lilith should be between, like, 25 and 32. You know, like, that's...
Oh, yeah.
She's young. I'm sorry. Like, the actress who plays her, she's a brilliant actress. She's not Lilith. And I love Jamie Lee Curtis. And I'm sure she jumped to play Borderlands. I'm sure Jamie Lee Curtis was a Borderlands fan. But... having her play that character who's young, it just it's frustrating. And Kevin Hart as Roland is just such a bad idea.
Oh yeah, that's terrible.
All right, what's the
my cousin? Hold on, one more thing. My cousin was like messing with me. He was just like, oh, he's like, I just saw the Borderlands movie. It was pretty good. And I was like, well, what, really? And then he was like, no, it sucked. That was. I'm like, oh, okay, that's kind of what I expected. I was just so surprised. Oh gosh, we're very behind.
Yeah, just keep reading them.
Hardcore, where is it? Hardcore Bunny said Brown said. Twitch had some controversies recently, so some people moved out of Twitch. Hardcore Bunny says, besides Twitch is a money laundering operation for organized crime. I don't know about that.
See, like, I know that Kick has kind of been like the other alternative, but even Kick is having problems.
Well, I think honestly a lot of it, because there's alternatives, but I'll say like I just wait for YouTube, like YouTube streaming. It is an alternative.
Yeah. I mean, I'm literally streaming on YouTube right now, so.
Yeah.
And I think YouTube streaming is pretty good.
It's gotten better. I appreciate that.
Yeah, they've definitely been making strides. I'll give them, give them credit. But anyway,
George Lucas. He says George Lucas is literally that sellout. Did we forget Indiana Jones 4? I mean, I try to forget Indiana Jones 4 if I can.
Yeah,
VTubers are modern day. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
VTubers are modern day ventriloquists. They use a substitute identity to capture audience engagement.
I don't necessarily know if I agree with that, but I can certainly see where you're coming from.
Well, you know what a thought I've had in my head? For all intents and purposes, someone like Arlo is basically a VTuber done in practical effects.
Yeah, I buy that logic. Arlo, he's a Nintentuber. He's a bit cringe, but he's cool.
Yeah, he uses a like Jim Henson style Muppet.
Yeah, kind of Oscar the Grouchy.
So what you're saying is Wilton and Punkwaddle and Snowdub are all them? They're actually just off VTubers?
But you want to know, like, how to tell that VTubers are here to stay? The LA Dodgers hired Gara. Just seeing taking over the ball.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, Gura.
Like, I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
That
but,
was
like,
awesome.
Like, yeah, I thought that was really cool, actually. I honestly, like,
Did you see what happened that game too?
they won.
They like were trailing when they did that and won, and someone was talking about like, yeah, my dad like saved, because I guess they gave out some like very small like merchandise with her, like cheap stuff.
Yeah.
And he like why are you still using that cup? Like, oh, I'm using the Shark Girl cup because he doesn't know her name. It's like,
Yeah,
that's good luck.
apparently, like, Dodgers fans
Like,
consider
that's
it like a good luck
amazing.
charm now or something.
Yeah, because like they had like walked it off, comeback victory, and they're it's funny that they're like, yeah, all these like old guys who have no idea. They're like, oh yeah, the Shark Girl.
I love that.
That's, like,
I'm
awesome.
sorry, but I love like how like they just embraced her like that. That makes me happy.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was funny.
Continue with the comments. Catch you up, brother.
Well, you already read that one.
Okay.
A lot of indie stuff is digging its claws into the young crowd. That's true. Husband Hotel is big with teen and tween girls. Is it?
Are you saying that the indie is chomping at the heels of the regular stuff? Nix, please, you know what to do.
What?
Nix, drop the link.
Oh, okay.
So, if you hate where Star Wars is going, and you want a great alternative, please back Lost Kingdom on Kickstarter. We're almost funded. We're almost there. Our very beautiful mod has put it in the chat. Also, if you haven't yet, please like the stream. There is your call for action. All right, we're good for a while. Sorry, I gotta be a good YouTuber. All right, continue, please.
Hardcore Bunny said, Has-Been Hotel is big with teen and tween girls now.
Yeah.
The only people I hear talk about Has-Been Hotel are like the same people who like just Tumblrites.
Yeah,
Sorry
so
if you guys are from
like
Tumblr,
Has-Been
but
Hotel is probably like one of those like, it's like the last vestiges of like the Cal art cartoons of the 2010s.
yeah, it's like I don't know. I'm only familiar with like my siblings, but I haven't heard them be like, oh, have you heard of this? Or people at my school are talking about this. It's just like people who are online a lot.
Yeah. I mean, from my perspective,
Bunny-
it seems like Smiling Friends has kind of replaced Rick and Morty.
Oh yeah, which I think is a big positive. Because Rick and Morty wore on me after like the third season.
I'm
like,
Pickle
okay.
Rick!
Pickle Rick! Turned himself into
Like,
a
Rick
pickle
and Morty was
you
not
should
a
have ever
terrible
seen.
show. It was entertaining. But
No,
God, the
it, like-
fandom. Oh my God, the fandom.
It wasn't even just. I mean, that was part of it, but it was just. After a while, I'm like, all right, guys, you're not as smart as you think. Like the creators,
Yeah.
It's like just chill out.
Like, at
It's
least
like-
the Futurama writers, they were legit PhDs and people writing the show. So when they did scientific terms, they got it.
Yeah, it just got like it got almost like too pretentious, and some of that is the fandom
Yeah.
too. But it was just like you can calm down a bit.
Yes.
I'm not having it.
Yeah, pretty much. Alright, what's the chat saying?
Hardcore Bunny saying, I think this is in reference to Scott Cawthon. He donated to a Trump associate. Kids only saw the FNAF movie so they can decipher the clues. FNAF for kids is like Scooby-Doo was to us.
Okay.
I think there's a decent amount of kids who are into it though, because I mean that came out when 2014. It's like it's not that like, and that was big with kids.
Yeah, like it was on tablets. Like it was. Yeah, I could definitely like.
Oh yeah.
FNAF is definitely a Gen Z property, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. FNAF makes a fortune in more merchandising. Literally, kids and furries merchandising. Because kids and furries are into FNAF for a very different reason.
Also, I like the
That's
FNAF
true.
movie
That is true.
because it revived Matthew Lillard's career, and I'm sorry, Matthew Lillard is a Matthew Lillard is a national treasure. Protect him at all costs.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm
He
sorry.
never.
Sorry. Nick, go
His
ahead.
career was never like dead. He's been playing Shaggy all this time.
Yeah, like he is the successor to Casey Kasem.
Oh, but he got replaced by Shaggy. Like freaking Zac Efron, of all people.
Well, whenever they want, like, he is still like the go-to Shaggy person. Like they'll probably.
Oh well, yeah.
They only replaced him for that one stupid movie that I don't think anyone really went to see.
Like, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but like, I just want to give Matthew Lillard a hug. Is that wrong?
He's a very huggable looking guy.
Like, I guarantee you, if I asked Matthew Lillard for a hug, he probably would give me a hug. Like, he probably would grant it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That video of him comforting a little girl
Oh my God,
using a Shaggy
yes.
voice, that is the cutest thing.
Oh my God,
Mhm.
yes, yes. That's what I'm saying. He's a national treasure.
I still always love the story he tells about like when he was interviewing to get Shaggy, or like trying out to get Shaggy.
Yeah, he had to scream in his car for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, and then like the day that to try out, like the person's like, "Are you okay?" And it was like literally the head of the studio.
Oh God.
He was like, "Oh yeah, I'm fine."
The thing is, like, he did such a good job in that original movie. Like, in terms of like live action Shaggy, he nails it so well.
He was that was yeah. I didn't like those movies, but I liked his performance in it. Him and Scooby were great in that movie.
Also, the Velma it does things for me.
We
I
don't
mean,
talk
Velma
about
was pretty good.
Can I just say, I
complain
love
about
how
that,
Daphne was meant to be the sex symbol of that show, but Velma has kind of become the sex symbol. Like, I love how, like, Velma was not intended to be, like, sexualized, but everyone loves Velma. Nobody talks about Daphne anymore.
Yeah, well, I mean, once it kind of changed, I guess. Once you had what's her name?
Oh,
The
she's
new Velma show. Suddenly, everyone's like, suddenly you hear less about her.
yeah. I mean, Linda Cartwright is a gorgeous woman. Let's just be honest.
Oh yeah, that was kind of like almost the peak of like, oh yeah, nerdy girls are just people with glasses. It's like, oh look, she's such a nerd. It's like, no, that's that's a very attractive woman.
I mean, I do think, like Linda Cartwright's portrayal of Velma, it did kind of usher in like the hot nerd thing you saw in like the late 2000s and still to this day a little bit. Comments, so read the comments. Sorry, I see them pop up and I'm like, I want people to be heard.
Those Yakuza shows will be released, canceled soon enough, and vanish as quickly as any other woke reinvention. They could literally cancel it and do a new non-woke faithful Yakuza a year later, and the old one will be a struggle to remember.
Yeah, that show's DOA. Like, even if it does release, it's gonna be so cringe, so stupid. No one's gonna watch it.
The Japanese fans will be like, what the hell is this shit?
Yeah, I mean, look at what happened with AC Shadows.
Legit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Arlo's video about Switch where he dies and Death shows up is still funny to me.
Alright. Yeah, cool.
Remember when Kevin Smith's indie stuff became mainstream? All it takes is selling out. That's not some of it.
Yeah, I think the worst thing that Kevin Smith did was stop smoking weed. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, there was something in those fat cells of his that let him create amazing stuff. And, like, once he lost all those fat cells, he just got, like, really stupid. God, that was cringe. I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't apologize to Kevin Smith, but,
I apologize, but only a little bit. No.
I mean, if I wanted to pull a Kevin Smith, I'd show up to a Hollywood screening and I would make sure to bring my Visine.
Oh gosh, just make sure to cry uncontrollably. Well, not even fake
Cry
cry
up for
uncontrollably.
everything. And make sure you take a picture of it.
Yeah.
Read the comments.
Has-Been Hotel uses a lot of traditional animation techniques. It's very retro in its animation steps.
Well,
Its
that's
characters and stories are cringe, though. Yeah, I mean, that's all I know.
I mean, Has-Been
I
Hotel
just know the
like
characters
came
and
out
stories.
as like it came up from like I think an indie internet animation thing, so of course it's gonna have a certain like cringe to it.
Oh, yeah. Rick and Morty was the Urkel of Adult Swim.
Can I do that?
Can I do
God.
that? Oh, it's the skirt. Velma has the skirt. If she wore pants and there was no chance of seeing her panties, then it would be a different story.
I don't know, like with Daphne, a lot of her depictions, she wears a skirt, but it's more like a pencil skirt kind of thing. But I get what you're saying. Or like sometimes Daphne will wear like a mini skirt or something. But I totally get what you're saying. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. My future wife, like, I'm gonna ask her for my birthday, can you dress up as Velma? And I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Oops, looks like I dropped my glasses.
Yep. Alright, we're okay, this is not the hub. We are not going there. Nix, please bonk me. Nick, I need to be bonked.
On it.
What, the My Little Pony?
No.
Tactical bonk inbound.
Yes, I needed to be bonked with the bat. Read the comments, please. Yes, I deserve a double bonk.
Dave says Matthew Lillard's career was doing well. He was in the new Twin Peaks before FNAF.
Oh, that's cool.
Harker Bunny says Kevin Smith didn't stop smoking weed. He just stopped being creative and became a lazy a-hole.
Yeah. I mean, he
And
was
Dave
he's probably always an a-hole to a degree. He just became a lazy a-hole.
I was gonna say, if Seth Rogen's anything to go by, he probably didn't stop smoking weed.
Oh gosh, Seth Rogen. I don't want to think about him.
Nobody ever does.
The bane of my existence.
Yeah.
Dave said
I was very
Rogen became
unhappy.
a different person after surviving his heart attack. I don't fault him for that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm.
I was gonna say, I was very upset to hear Seth Rogen in the Mario movie. I was like, why the fuck would you put... Why?
I will say, though, he actually gave a pretty decent performance as Donkey Kong. Like, I gotta give him some credit. Like, he actually acted. I'll give him some credit. Like,
Yeah, I don't care about that. I just care about why put him in.
yeah, I get that.
Like, what part of his bullshit, oh, I'm a funny stoner guy, ha ha ha, look at me, is, like, good for kids? Like, who cares about Seth Rogen?
Yeah,
Nobody. Let him die in obscurity.
pretty much. What's the... Nix, can you read the chat, please?
Yeah, do. Hardcore Bunny says Velma and Daphne is like Starfire Raven. More booty focused, the more male attention. Seth Rogen's food fight show was terrible. It literally made one big allegory for Trumpism, which makes sense since the show was delayed in production for nearly a decade.
Yeah, you remember his Christmas show? That
Oh, I don't want to.
I don't.
Well, now I do. After blocking it from my mind successfully, you've brought it back. How dare you?
How dare you? How dare I?
Dave the Impeller says Kevin Smith actually didn't start smoking weed until he worked with Seth Rogen on Zack and Miri. That was the beginning of Smith's decline. Oh,
See, it's all Seth Rogen's fault. Everything is his fault.
it's all coming full circle.
Yeah, hashtag full circle, as Jared would say. Like, I'm trying to think of, like, something that Seth Rogen is in that I like. Like, you remember that Green Hornet movie he did?
It was okay.
Yes. The Green Hornet?
Yeah, like, the only thing I appreciate about the movie is they acknowledge that Kato did everything. Like, they pretty much, like, they acknowledge that Kato was the one, like, doing everything. So, I'll give the movie some credit.
Yeah, that was the only thing that was like good, and the whole point of Seth Rogen was that he was a useless piece of crap.
Yeah.
So, I guess playing to his strengths.
Yeah. I will say one of my favorite things is, like, there's this scene where, like, he has, like, a flashback of realization, and then he says, yeah, you've just been staring blankly for the past 5 minutes. Like, he just, kind of thing. Like, I thought that was funny.
Yeah. No, I remember that movie being good.
Yeah.
But his character was the butt of the joke.
Yeah, and he allowed that to happen. Like, Kato was the stuff, like, okay, I can respect that.
No, it makes sense. It was just like, yes, the one time he was good was when he just said he was worthless, which is very accurate. It's just fun.
So we are going to be wrapping up here soon because we got a lot done this stream. We defeated, 3 gym leaders. We took down Team Rocket again. We defeated a rival. We only have 1 gym left. This is actually probably going to be a pretty short live stream series. I'm not sure if I'm going to do like the Kanto post game stuff. We'll see. But, alright, I need to check where Evie is. Alright. It's quite cute. Okay. I will say, in between the streams, I'm probably going to be raising the affection levels of Eevee to kind of get it closer and better. Because we also got to raise the...
come back.
What?
If we come back and it's a Vaporeon, we're going to have a lot of questions for you, sir.
Oh, God. Shut the F up. Like, no, it's going to evolve on stream. But yeah. So, let's kind of wrap up here. Lug, where can people find you and what you got going on?
Well, I guess a lot of online things have been on hold for a bit, but I'm starting to get back into it. Been making some comic book videos and some VTuber videos on my channel, Lugbazurg. Been testing the waters with some streams as well. Same on Twitch, same name. And seeing what other media endeavors I can get involved in.
Alright. You may have a trailer project coming up soon. Nix, where can people find you and what you got going on, girl?
I'm on Twitter at Bunny Girl Nick.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm kind of just
co-hosting on Phoenix Press live streams.
well, that too.
Alright, Wooper, what about you?
I have a channel called Woopa Troopa.
Alright.
I'm not particularly doing anything on there at the moment, but it does exist.
Dude.
You can go there if you want.
Alright, Nix, drop the link one more time. And I'm just going to say thank you everyone for joining us. You were all great. We will be returning next Tuesday with more Pokemon goodness. Friday Night Frenzy this Friday. Check out the Kickstarter, Buy My Book. This Friday we're talking about Borderlands and video game sequels and why it's so hard. Saturday we're doing Tomb Raider. Thank everyone for joining us. I love you all. Remember, I can let you through the door. You guys want to walk through it. Bye everybody.